All right, you're all set up.
Thanks. Am I live?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hello? Is anyone there? Is it too close?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
okay.
guys. We are capsuling Lively Liver. What do you think? Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. That'd be funny. If I was like high energy capsuling.
Mm-hmm. What's up, guys? Today we're going capsule fishing.
Yeah.
There's a magnet fishing guy that always talks like that.
What's up, guys?
Today we're gonna do a little bit of magnet fishing. And it's funny because you look at his old videos and he doesn't talk like that.
Oh,
He's like, hey
really?
guys, how's it going? Today we're gonna do some magnet fishing.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
He like developed his character over time.
That's gonna be like me. This is for, I want you guys to know that this is real. Lively Liver. It's a quality control. You're holding me accountable to our quality standard. This is not sawdust. We have a commercial that explicitly says it's not sawdust.
That's true.
So that's how you know it's not sawdust.
I mean, you have to ask why others in the industry don't make that claim.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, is my water in there? I'm kind of dying.
No, but I'll get it for you.
Thanks. I'm dying.
I'm dying of thirst.
Dying. All right, well, I know this is a lot of fun. You know what I was thinking? I was like, man, I'm probably getting throttled on Instagram. So then I came over here. I think it's the same throttle. I just thought this perspective would be better than the one on IG. The one on IG was just my face. And this is just a little bit different. Seems like a little more relaxing because you're like actually in the experience now with me. Because if you were sitting here, you'd be sitting right there where you're sitting already. Look at you. But then you would also be able to see my face if you looked up. But you can't do that right now. I don't know. Working in these realms is kind of weird. Technological realms. Technology realms. And as I was saying, this stuff is so fluffy. Oh, thanks.
My arm's blocking the whole frame.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How does it look?
Good, I think.
Is anyone here? Hello?
Yeah, I think so, but I can't see the screen.
Oh, shoot. If you're here...
Send us a psychic message.
Yeah. Oh, it's Danny. Is it? That would be crazy. I actually thought it was unknown at first, and then I was like, wait, maybe it's Danny. Dang it, I'll never know. Well, anyway, Danny, you order Lively Liver on your monthly subscription, and you'll be getting freeze-dried Lively Liver. Which I think is way better. I think it's actually, I think the serving size can come down now, if I'm honest. Yeah. I really think so. What can we talk about? I already talked about stuff on the Instagram stories, which we can put that up as the part 1 on YouTube later, and this will be part 2. So here we are in part 2.
Ruby tulips.
Oh, I see her. You love seeing this setup. How nice of you capsuling things in bulk. I wouldn't call this bulk, Sarah. This is like the smallest bulk you ever did see. It's 100 capsules at a time. It takes so fucking long. And it takes longer without David.
Maybe a little bit.
But he's here to address the technical issues. Thank you, love.
Very welcome.
I was trying to manipulate him into doing this with me, but
That's true.
he didn't manipulate. I mean, encourage. I mean,
I think I moved it to about the same of where it was, but it's a tiny bit in more.
It feels about the same. Okay, I need a topic. Anybody? Earlier in part 1, I was talking about the Chopra Center and probably some medical misinformation. What did Sarah say?
She says, ha ha ha, true, but compared to one capsule by hand at a time,
Oh.
this is nice.
Wait, that sounds like murder. One capsule at a time? Do people do that?
I don't know.
Is that a
Maybe she does
thing?
it.
Sarah, do you do that? You need this thing. I have a referral link. I just found out I actually have a referral link to this company. It's called Herb Affair. I don't know if you probably get points
I don't know.
if I sent it to you. But if you're looking at capsule stuff, I mean, this isn't ideal for business. Like, this isn't a great way for me to capsule beef liver pills. And that's why I said in part 1, I'm not looking to sell more beef liver, which is kind of weird because I feel like you usually go live so you can sell more things.
I did put the link in the description though, sorry.
Great. Just working around the clock here. Because I basically, I want to make sure that my subscription people are filled, you know, their priority. And then if you want a glass bottle, if you've never ordered, I basically force you into having to order a glass bottle. And then after you
That's
order...
a weird way to put it. Most things come in a glass bottle every time, but you offer a discount later by sending in a paper bag. You don't force people to buy the bottle.
Yes, I do. That's how it feels in my mind. I feel like I forced you to buy a glass bottle because I feel like people would be like, "Oh, I don't care about the glass bottle. Let me have your shitty brown paper bag."
Yeah, it's not shitty. It's
I
a
mean,
nice
it
craft
actually
paper
is a
bag.
nice craft paper bag. They're like $1 a piece. Not quite. I don't know how much they cost.
She says, I love the link.
Oh, to the Herb Affair.
Oh, yeah.
That's on my phone, or maybe you have it now. Yeah, we'll get it to you, Sarah, for sure. I think we probably both get like 10 points or something. Which would be cool. I actually really like this company. No qualms. I get my capsules from them too. I get my capsules and my capsule machine. I guess the only qualm I have is that like these are the bottoms and these are the tops, and I'm gonna run out of the tops and I'm gonna have to start in on a new thing. It's just I don't have 1,000 of each. Somewhere along the lines, I think one of my bags got shorted. Okay, so now we're gonna fill this bag, this refill bag. Man, that is a weird way to put it, huh? I always put stuff like backwards and make it less desirable, I feel like. Because what's the truth? The truth is that once you order your glass bottle, then you get a discount on refills.
Yeah.
But
and
instead,
you get a $10 a bottle discount.
That's true. So if you do the monthly subscription, this is $10. So
Less.
this is $47. This is $37. And if you do subscription, if you don't do subscription, it's $40.
Yeah.
For just a single
$7
bag.
off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I say it that way.
I mean,
guess-
that's 21.2% off. That's huge.
Oh yeah. Oh brother. And we know that I overstuff the capsules too, so you're also getting way more liver.
That's true.
Maybe we don't want David doing this. Is my arm in the shot? I'm sorry. I thought this would be fun for you guys to see this angle. Can you see this? I thought this
No, I need like a camera person here.
I thought this would just be oddly satisfying. It's like Plinko.
Kind of is, yeah. Very good.
That's that. So there's 100 in here. This is our 100 now, and this is still our 20 bag. So the next round I'm going to do is going
Here, I'll
to give
back
me...
you back up so you can see a little bit more.
The
There
next
we go.
round is going to give me another 100, and I'm going to put 80 in this bag, and then that bag will be closed up and done. And then this bag will get another 20. We'll get that.
Sorry, it's wiggling around. Here you go.
David is our cameraman. He's our everything man. He's our channel man. He's our handyman. You know, I'm still laughing because on that members live, when I asked David if I asked him if he thought he was a genius, if he was Mensa status, he really put a lot of thought into it. And I just think that's the funniest thing because no one else would put that much thought into whether or not they're a genius unless they were a genius. Everyone else would just say, no, definitely not. I just think that is the funniest shit. It still makes me laugh. It was such a genuine moment.
Well, I wasn't sure.
I know. We don't have that problem. We're sure we're not part of the Mensa Club. So later that night you took an IQ test. Not later that night. A few days later. He took an IQ test. And you know the sad thing is he told me his score and I didn't even know if that was good or not because I don't know what's good and what's not. Oh, so I said, good job.
100 is average.
100 is average.
It's like dead average.
Okay.
That's how the scale works.
I'm probably 90.
No. No shot.
91.
91? No way. No way.
Well, who's an example of someone we know that has a low IQ?
Someone we know that has a low IQ?
We should say on stream.
You know, I don't know who has a low IQ.
Like maybe the people that work at maybe at Dollar Tree. I think they're struggling a little bit there.
Okay, I'll look up modern IQ ranges for various occupations.
See, this is how I get you roped into the live stream is talking about IQ. Oh gosh.
So it looks like medical occupations, like MDs, they're anywhere from like 108 to 132, something like that, is average IQ.
Used to be.
And college professors is like 98 to like 132.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Electrical engineers is probably 95 to 128. High school teachers is like 90 to 125. Janitors is the lowest one on the scale. That's like 74 to 110.
It's so hard though. Because if they were measuring your IQ as a handyman, you'd throw the whole scale off, right? By the janitor,
Well, that's why it's a big scale.
the guy that cleans the clubhouse.
They're just ranges.
But how does like intuition come into play, or like
It doesn't.
emotional intelligence?
It doesn't.
Even. Because I feel like I would score high on emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
And like peopling.
Yeah. But you don't have a low IQ.
No. I
No.
mean, I did get a 990 on my SATs. And I paid extra to learn that early. I called in and paid like $15 to get my score before other people, before the date that it came out, you know? And I was like, if I just get over 1,000, it was in here, in this dining room on the landline.
Funny. You might be smarter now, though.
Because now I know not to call.
Well, so I took an IQ test when I was 16, and I was 10 points lower than I am now. My IQ's raised 10 points since I was 16. I imagine
I
you
don't
should
know.
be higher, too.
I don't know. I have more heavy metal toxicity than I used to.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like the intuition helps with it, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could intuit some pretty good answers, I bet, to make myself score a little higher.
Yeah,
But not
I've noticed that I've gotten smarter as a channel.
You've always been really fucking smart. You're the smartest guy I know.
Oh, thanks. We don't know many people.
But even still. Okay, who's talking? Is anyone talking? Sarah, are you talking? You should talk more.
No, last she said was no rush
Oh,
on the link.
yeah, I know.
And I have it, but I can't edit the description of this live, which is what I was trying to do.
Oh, but you can drop it as a comment. Oh, no, you can't drop links as comments.
I can put it in the live chat.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I just noticed it today, actually. I know I get points from them, Herb Affair, for, like, purchasing stuff. So right now I have, like, a $20 coupon.
Oops.
But then I noticed today there's a referral, and I was like, who am I ever going to refer to freaking Capsule? Literally had that exact thought, so.
That's funny.
Groovy tulips it is. Oh my god, don't oh my gosh. I'm even thinking of capsuling, like essential oils and stuff. You could like do like a full vat. In bulk, if you will. Then I could see this as an in bulk setting when you're doing it for yourself and you're getting 100 a pop. That's pretty cool. But I'm thinking, oh my god, there's so much in the jar, and I hope I have enough for everybody. And when is the next cow coming in? And like, should I really be talking about lively liver on a live stream? Because then is that going to entice people to buy it? What if I just tell them I'm tricking them into buying a glass bottle?
Okay, the link did work.
Okay, great. Look how crazy this mashes down. It's so fluffy. It's so different than the dehydrated. I'm really digging the freeze dried. The only thing I don't like about it is it takes like 48 hours in the freeze dryer, which is a long time. And it's loud. Like the candy cycle for doing Space Bubbles candy is like 2 hours at a time, maybe 4 at the most. But this is just, it's a whole different cycle all in and of itself. And it just, the sound, like I'm so sound sensitive that I just start getting grumpy after a while. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a grumpalump. Okay, so, but would you say that Dollar Tree employees, or not just Dollar Tree, but like that kind of, but it's not even because it's hard for me to understand IQ, I guess, in that kind of way.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
In like a tested way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, lots of the test is like being able to like recognize patterns quickly.
Mm-hmm. I was always good at that.
Yeah. I mean, that's an IQ test.
Oh. Like shapes and stuff, or like number sequences.
Yes. Yes.
I love that stuff.
That's a function of IQ, and the reason why it is because you're testing how quickly your brain adapts to a new scenario. Right? So like when you have a higher IQ, you tend to be able to learn quicker. And since you're able to learn things quicker, you're able to learn more complex things and hold more like larger data sets in your brain to reference, right? So that's why like medical professionals tend to have a higher IQ, and that's why they have certain like
Except that one home slice.
Yeah, no, I know. But there's like certain like IQ what am I trying to say? Like weeding out, you know, in like the first year classes and all that stuff. There's certain tests or certain things that are meant to weed out people who can't cognitively keep up with the demands of the job.
Wow.
Yeah, I never thought about it until I heard Jordan Peterson talk about it.
Right,
And it was
in
just
that
fascinating.
seminar.
Yeah, he said that the military doesn't take people under 80, and they want everyone. He was like, that tells you something. He's like, they want as many people as possible. They're always trying to recruit, but they won't accept you if you aren't above 80.
Oh God. Yeah, they want everyone because it's an easy Depop.
Yeah. There's just, where does one go to get an IQ test? I've heard the random ones online aren't accurate. Yeah, they're okay. I think they tend to be like within 3 or 5 points, but there are some that are terrible.
But he's not. But he says he's not a genius. Well, they're okay, but they tend to be within 3 to 5 points for
Just
accuracy.
from what I read. But there is a Mensa test. You can take like a Mensa practice test, and then
I asked him if he wanted to take it, but I mean, you're flagging for some.
I said I don't want to be on the list.
Yeah, you're definitely flagging for some CIA operative.
No.
MK Ultra.
I'm not that smart.
Oh yeah, but with your channeling ability, oh my God, they would love to have you. They would try to commandeer it though. Why is that funny?
I don't know. Like I'm gonna go to a Mensa meetup and talk about being a channel, and then get pulled into a back room.
And the feds will be there in
That's
their like
funny.
visors and
That's
shorts
funny.
trying to fit in. Okay, can we see this when I do the Plinko? I'm gonna do 80
Sure.
in here.
I'll lift you up.
David does sound effects for everything. When we go to the store and he like plays with the coffee makers.
She's outing me.
I mean,
Plays with the coffee makers.
when we're at like Target or something.
Yeah,
they
and I'm
have-
trying something out.
Oh, and he's
I'm
testing.
testing them.
Oh, he's not playing. He's
I'm checking the quality.
Okay, and this is our 20 bag, which is now 40.
Okay.
But this is the part, I don't know how to keep track of all this in my head. This is where I'm gonna really struggle. But it's once we get to 4 bags, right? And then,
Yeah, you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell when you get there.
oh yeah, because this will get to 80 and then it'll be 100.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
now I remember. See, pattern recognition.
That's true. You got it.
Oh, you know what? I don't have enough to talk about it in full, but I was listening to this video last night. Oh, it's the Terrence. Okay, so it's about the Terrence McKenna. What's his name? Terrence, the guy that was on Joe Rogan that everyone's talking about now.
It's a different Terrence.
Terrence.
I forget what his name is.
Terrence Brown. Because he's brown. Oh, God. And the black, the white, and the yellow will live in paradise on earth. I could read that book later. David got a Jehovah's Witness book at this used bookstore. And that's one of the lines in there. Well, that's not the exact line, but it is the black, the white, and the yellow.
Yeah, it was everyone will live in harmony, the black, white, and the yellow.
How ridiculous.
I was like, oh my God. It was published in the 80s. Terrence Howard.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah.
Terrence Howard. Oh, Sarah said it. Yeah, Terrence Howard Brown. So he...
Yes. My lock shipped.
It did. Do you want to talk about locksmithing?
I can show them me zipping this lock.
Okay, that's great. And then I also want to tell you about Terrence Howard.
Okay.
So I go down these rabbit holes that David doesn't like. Because he doesn't like when I ruminate on stupid things or give stupid people my intelligence. Or what? What do you say?
I say you project your intelligence on people. And then you wonder why they make irrational decisions, and then it bugs you, and you try to figure out a rational reason for their irrationality.
Yeah, he hates when I do that.
All right, everyone, welcome to lock picking. What was I going to call myself? I was going to make a
Dots
channel.
Or
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Sherlock picking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherlock.
I would have to change my voice. No, because I wouldn't be on camera, right? Hey
Oh, this
guys,
is
welcome to
anonymous.
Sherlock picking.
But we know you're...
Today we have a master lock. My master lock number 1. Here's the keyway. You can see it's a typical M1 keyway. Here we have a 40,000th pry bar and a short hook in 25,000.
I feel like you're literally stealing my show. Look at you.
We're going to use some bottom of the keyway tension here. And we are just going to stick this in here. It's called zipping. Oh, that one didn't work. Let's try one more time. Oh, almost. I can normally get this much quicker, but I'm a little bit nervous because it's my first show. Oh, hold on one second here. Oh, oh no.
Well, we
This
can
is
fix it in the edit.
very unfortunate. Yeah, let's just try another take, huh? Huh, it's not popping. Normally does.
Huh.
This lock's normally very easy to pop. There we go, and we've got it open. Thank you so much. This has been Sherlock Picking, and we'll see you in the next one. Consider subscribing and give this video a like. It really helps the algorithm. Have a nice day. That's what all those videos are like.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Okay, so are you going to tell us more about locks, or
No.
no? You don't want to talk about locks?
No.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay, listen to the thing about Terrence.
Okay.
So, admittedly, I hate it even admitting. So I was watching that Archaics guy last night talk about his recap of this Terrence guy. And I don't know, I don't like the Archaics guy, but I keep watching him for some reason. It's like one of those things, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? Why
Yeah.
am I watching this? So anyway, so he's unpacking stuff, but he starts talking about how he learned everything about the universe from the same books that Archaics learned from, and he rattled off the authors, which none of them stuck, except Rudolf Steiner.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my god. So then I was like, we have to do a recap on Rudolf Steiner. Because that shit is dark as fuck. And like, I don't understand how it's like, people like, somebody even sent me something on Instagram of like a quote from Rudolf Steiner about like how he knew that the vaccines, like the soul or whatever.
Yeah.
Edit.
Yeah.
Don't say what you mean, Miriam. You're gonna get our channel taken down. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like, oh, this guy knew all along. Like, it's like basically thinking like AJ's a prophet. You know, it's like thinking these people are prophets. It's like, yo, they're in on it. Like, and they're pulling through dark ass information. Like they're pulling through the dark hierarchy here. But like people don't see it that way. I'm gonna throw this one out because I think it's gonna give me trouble. Because it's literally popping out. So yeah, I don't know. It just flagged for me, and then I was like, oh, I have to tell David. These are kind of weird.
What, the Rudolf Steiner?
Yeah. Did you already know that? Did you know that Terrence was?
Did I know Terrence was? No, but most people are.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that he's like a popular guy in the
Most people are just spiritual, and most spiritual people are referencing
retarded.
just common spiritual things that they hear from other people, or like the common spiritual books.
I know everything's like that. It's like even all the memes, like the thoughts create your reality, and there's like a person, like a figure meditating, sitting cross-legged with the chakras, and it's like, ugh, I hate it all.
Yeah. I think it's a surprisingly small percentage of people who actually read the books.
Well, right. It's cherry picking quotes.
Yeah, they read the quotes.
And resonate with the quote, and then they're like, oh yeah, I love Rudolf Steiner. He said, da 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 da. It's like, yeah, do you know what else he said?
Yeah.
Hello. The only reason I know it is because, well, my sniffer dog went off, and then David fucking found it.
Yeah.
You know, something just didn't seem right.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Threshold.
Mm-hmm. Is Sarah saying anything?
We got a clap.
Okay, we got the clap.
Some laughing, crying faces.
Okay.
And Danny says, hi.
Oh.
I always wondered how you capsuled the liver.
Oh, well, now you know. And Danny, this is not sawdust. This is liver. If only you could smell it.
The freeze-dried liver looks more like sawdust than
100%.
dehydrated liver.
The dehydrated liver looks like sand. Like granulars of sand. It looks like kinetic sand. It's so fluffy. And I'm stuffing it to the brim.
Yeah, but I mean, sand has been going up at Home Depot, so We switched to sawdust.
Yeah, Sam's getting pricey, so that's why we capsule your capsules with sawdust. Well, I'm glad you like seeing it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he was quoting from Rudolf Steiner, but it seems like there's like a lot of respect for Rudolf Steiner's understanding of the spiritual landscape, of the ether, of the metaphysical.
Yeah.
Like he gets a lot of praise for his depiction of it.
Yeah, his whole thing is that there's different bodies, like the astral body and maybe an etheric body, the mental body. There's different bodies that come online I think it was every 5 or 7
age,
years.
right?
Yep. So they don't do like they don't do math or spelling or lots of things until like 7.
Right.
Right, and like that's just a part of the school, and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Kids are kids, and and just let them learn more organically as they grow up, and then they catch up later. Right, that's how everyone always talks about it. But the reason behind it is because the idea is that your mental body doesn't open until age of 7. So learning things before that can prematurely open it or damage your mental self, and there's like a whole model based on different bodies.
You know what's so weird is I feel like that's the age you lose everything.
What?
It's like 7. Like that's when like your sparkle starts to dull. Like
I've always thought it was like middle school.
Oh. I don't know.
we just base it on
our own
on our
personal
own experience, yeah.
Like, oh, I thought I was 7. First grade. When I got my ears pierced. Oh, by the way, this is total random. Guys, I need you to guess how much you think it costs to get your ears pierced at Claire's in 2024. And
I would have for sure thought it was free.
Put your guess in.
Free with a pair of earrings.
Okay.
That would have been my guess.
Yep.
I feel like I've seen those promotions, right?
Same. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's always on the door of Claire's.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they say.
Put in your guesses. Lock them in.
Okay, Sarah also has a question, which is good.
Oh, good. We like questions. Well, I don't.
Danny says 30.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Just guessing 30.
All right, we've got a 30. Gruber. Sarah Gruber. What do you pay attention here? I don't know if you're busy doing something, but you need to be typing in the chat. Even if you're driving. Need you to pull over.
Well, why don't you just tell them and then we'll get to Sarah's actual question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she said $22.50.
Oh, all right. Bryce is right. Wow. Little Bob Barker action.
All right, how much was it?
For the non-expensive, like the lowest range. That's what my friend Sarah got. She got the cheapest.
There are multiple options.
Well, because you can get like white gold, like silver.
Oh.
You can get like different tiers of earrings.
Okay.
$107. You guys. She's like, I'm gonna have to transfer money. I was like, why is this so expensive? She's like, I don't have that much in this account. She's like, 1 second.
That's crazy.
I'm like, this is nuts. I was like, no wonder why my mom didn't want me to get my ears pierced. But
Jenny says, what?
Yeah.
She said she was thinking 50 max.
Oh,
and
no.
Sarah said, shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yes, $107. She didn't even get the fancy earrings. She just got like little bits, little cute, little CZs.
That's what we call Bidenomics, eh?
Yeah, something. And the girl that pierced her ears had to kill her sideburns. They were so intense.
Like, were they like glued down and curled or something?
They were fluffy.
Oh.
Very hairy
Cool.
sideburns. And I was like, what's the oldest person's ears you've ever pierced? I was like, is it my friend Sarah here? And she was like, no, I think I've done someone like a little bit older. And she asked to see Sarah's ID. It's just so funny. It's like, oh my god.
All right, you want to get to the question?
Yeah, is it a good one?
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Okay, so this is something that gets me jumbled up, ...
Okay, let's unjumble it.
I agree to a point that our thoughts don't create our reality, but then I've also absolutely witnessed the opposite. I've daydreamed about things I would love to see in my community and then witnessed it begin to unfold without any action from myself. And I just don't know what to do with that. What part am I playing in the physical world with my mind unintentionally?
Oh, girl, I think you're just seeing the timeline.
Yeah,
You're like seeing what's ultimately going to happen.
yeah.
I think you just got that psychic access.
Yeah. I think in spiritual communities, there tend to be like two types of manifestation. One is psychically peering into the probabilities and then kind of hoping for it to happen, and then maybe just kind of like making decisions a little bit along the way to make it happen. The other one is like just straight black magic, right? It's like peering into the probabilities and then, right? You peer into the probabilities and then you do everything you can to increase that probability to make it happen. And that's the black magic piece of it.
I think I need more scoop on that, on the black magic piece of it.
I would consider black magic to be like using your psychic abilities to change reality, to make things happen,
Yes, I've
right?
totally done that.
Versus just kind of peering down the
doesn't feel good.
timeline, and then you can kind of feel like, oh, well, if I kind of go this way, or I do this thing, or if I say yes to this, like, oh, this is what I want, and you're able to kind of spot the thing that you're peering down, and then you kind of go along with it. I think that's a more mild version of it.
Yeah, I was thinking, this woman was asking me a similar question actually years ago, because she kept thinking about getting a bike,
Okay.
and then there was like a free bike like out front, and she's like, oh my god, and she was like, did I
Yeah.
manifest that bike? And I'm like, no, I just think you felt a bike, and like it was just there
Yeah.
was like, it was like you got pinged to know, hey, there's a bike on the way to you,
Sure.
and like that's it, like end of story.
Yeah, or you wanted a bike and then you were like out on the lookout for it, right? And then you just kind of intuitively felt that there was one available, and then you traced that
Saw
timeline.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because the psychic realm's definitely real, right?
okay, I'm gonna go
Like, it's not that like we can't see the future.
right.
It's that when you take it to the extreme that our thoughts create our reality, you end up inevitably, what that actually means in practice is, oh no, I can't think the wrong thoughts because I'm so powerful that I need to think only positive thoughts so that I can live a great life. And the reason why I'm not living the perfect life, like my utopia, is because my thoughts aren't right. And that's just not how reality works.
Right.
Like, that's so far in the extreme, and it comes from the actual reality, which is a psychic access. Like, it's kind of like a more of a remote view space than a God space, but we can feel out into various timelines, even ones that we're not being shown, and we can like peer out into, you know, other people's thoughts and other people's experiences, and we can feel into different dynamics, and there's that whole space, and we can use that to try to manipulate reality to our favor. But it's not so one for one of, if we have a thought, then there's some sort of quantum entanglement and then it shows up in reality, because the exact opposite we also see all the time. Like, one of the big things that we saw when we were kind of breaking this down, we were watching the Shane Dawson series with Jeffree Star, and it was funny because he was so insecure about money, didn't think anything was going to work, didn't think anyone wanted to buy any of his palettes, thought the whole series was going to flop, thought no one cared, and they sold out and broke Shopify.
He made like 20 million, and
It was
I don't even know.
unreal, and he was just shocked, so shocked.
And the
so
whole time he was insecure.
the entire time,
He didn't think he'd sell a single pallet.
yeah,
So it's like, what is that?
yeah, right.
It's like his thoughts were so low vibe down in the dump.
Yeah, but if he was in a spiritual community, they would have said, no, you have to think positive, and you need to change your thoughts in order to change reality. But so much of our reality is orchestrated, and so much of our reality is based on other people's decisions, right? Like, if we're all kind of collectively making decisions that then decide our future, our collective future. And lots of those decisions are hijacked by darkness, and people are just following the grooves, and that's how that whole manipulation works. But the idea that we're singularly powerful, it doesn't work. Like it's not logically consistent all the way through reality. And I think that's why people struggle, is because they can't make sense of things other than just like, well, it must just be my fault. And the reason why I have a worse life than other people is because I am more divide. But we see grumpy, terrible, horrible people who seem to have everything that we might want, right?
They're going on cruises, like living their best life, and they're grumpalongs.
Yeah.
I mean, best life, best grumpy life.
The idea that we have worse thoughts than everyone who has more money than us, or who has more fame than us, or whatever outcome we might emotionally want, there's no way that's true. There's no way it can work.
Yeah, it's like, I think that spiritual, I mean, David and I have talked about this, more like David's helped me. Because you know me, I think everyone's a fucking idiot. But like, I was talking about this a little bit earlier in part 1, but like, it's the whole Bashar, like, follow your highest excitement. Like, that's good for where those people are at in the journey. Like, it's good for people that they're not even this, and David helped me see this. This is not my own thoughts. Like, and I understand now. But like, it's good for people to think of something different, or to think positive. Like, that's good advice for these people. But like, but it works until it doesn't. It works until you have more understanding and more life experience of like, wait a second, is this really real? Like, if I think this thought, then this thing's gonna happen? Like, good or bad. And like, it really misplaces like horrible experiences. Like, we had a woman one time that, you know, what would we call it? SA, I guess is how you'd say it here on this platform. She was SA'd, and like, how do you make sense of that, right? Like, the only way to make sense of that in the spiritual context is to make her bad and wrong.
It was her vibe, or she unconsciously manifested.
Yeah, she unconsciously manifested it because she needed to heal some certain amount of trauma in her karmic lineage. It becomes this whole freaking made up story. And it's like, what if this guy's just a fucking psychopath?
Yeah.
Like, can we just call a spade, and like, and you know, like, I mean, I haven't talked to her in a long time, but the last time I did talk to her, which was years later, she said that our perspective really helped her, because like, it like shook her free from that
spiritual paradigm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'm blocking the view. But anyway, the same thing with the like, it's just these ideas I think are helpful until they're not. And I want to find the people that are not feeling helped by these ideas anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I want to find the people that are like questioning all of this shit, because you're like not allowed to question this shit. When you're in those spiritual communities, you can't, because then you'll be ostracized.
Yeah, because you're going to bring down their vibe, and they need to think positive. And even the idea that you don't need to be positive isn't positive.
Yeah, and it's your fault that they didn't sign that client and couldn't pay their rent, because you're the one bringing down the whole group dynamic.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, brought it all to the ground. Been there, done that, burned it all down. It's easier with my face off camera. I feel like all my double chins can come out. I can say anything.
Sarah says, okay, this is making sense. Thank you. This is so helpful.
Yeah.
And then she says, right? Thoughts creating reality is such a great fear tactic. Yeah.
I know, it's the same thing like when Shanda on Instagram was talking about like her disdain for Walmart, and if you give Walmart money, like where your attention goes, energy flows, and it's like, fuck. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, Walmart exists here, and there's good people that work there. Brenda, hello, she's gonna lose her job soon to self-scan. Talked about that in my latest live. They're gonna put in another self-scan register, and Brenda is not gonna have a place to work. But like, me going there to Walmart down the street, not because it's convenient and it's cheap, like, is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. but there's all these rule sets, and it's crazy. People like imprison themselves. It's like, who needs darkness when you have your own freaking made up rule set you're trying to follow to be a good spiritual person, all in quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. And it all preys on people's like desire to be good and do it right and have it perfect and be a good Christian, be a good God listener, be a good follower of Christ, be a good.
And you know what's sad is like lots of this stuff comes from like old school, really kind of dark and questionable new age, but where it got popularized is internet online marketers. That's where all of this stuff came from. Like it's partially The Secret in the documentary and all of that, but like lots of these ideas are like people watch these like webinars of like people teaching the spiritual secrets and about remote viewing and all the things, and then for only $9,000 you can unlock the secret that made Harry and Jim their first 7-figure, it's like that stuff's everywhere. And I feel like that's when all of this stuff like really started to blow up, is when all of the like digital marketers got a hold of it.
That's interesting.
Because some of the top converting funnels, when you look at, there's a website called ClickBank, I think is what it's called, and it's like a big affiliate marketplace, and you can look at the average revenue per click, and like the average conversion, or like the total sale amount per person who converts, and there's all of these figures on all of these things, so you can rank and see which sales pages work the best, and the ones that work the best other affiliate marketers write pages for and send traffic to. And that's like what these whole marketplaces are for. It's like someone designs a page and they're like, hey, this page converts really well, would you guys all send it out to your list, and then I'll pay you with affiliate commission. And then these products blow up, and one of the big ones was like numerology. And it was like a custom thing, and enter your birthday, and it was like really, it was coded nice and it was pretty, and then they just keep upselling you and upselling you and upselling you. And whether it's those funnels or it's a bunch of coaches, like the marketing paradigm really got in here, because the marketing paradigm is that you have a problem and I have the solution, right? And that's where you see that psychology now blended with spirituality, and everyone thinks I have a problem and manifestation is the solution, right? But like that's the psychology that's been marketed to spiritual people. That's not necessarily, I mean, it's not, but that's not truth. That's just the marketing perspective that gets you to buy, that gets you to convert more frequently and buy more often when you do.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember being at a marketing conference, and there was a guy, and he would write copy for like, it was a huge agency, really well known, one of the biggest. And he said on stage, he said, our job is to drill into people's pain points and put their credit card number in between them and the solution. It was like something like that. And I was like, oh, this is like...
Way to be honest.
Yeah. It's like, man, this is crazy.
I know, because the other thing that's interesting about all this, I mean, the marketing aspect of it, I mean, David's telling me, like, as soon as they're putting in their credit card number, the alleviation has occurred.
Yeah.
Like, we're so biologically manipulated here.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like if there's, so let's say...
Can you guys see everything okay? Are we still good?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
Is this interesting?
I think it looks pretty good. This is what it looks like.
See, this would be so sad if my mom was dead, but my mom would normally be sitting right there. But she's alive. She's just at rehab. The ghost of Mary. Okay.
I forgot what I was talking about.
No.
I was gonna say something.
The alleviation of the pain.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's say like there's a...
Let's do it with lively liver.
Well, okay, so instead of thinking of an example, let me just tell the concept.
Okay.
It's a fairly well-known marketing concept that the moment someone buys something, so let's say they buy your like $7 product, your $97 product, your upsell can't be the same problem. It has to be an ancillary problem. So it needs to be like kind of related, but not the same problem, because in their mind they already solved that problem. So like if you were to sell, let's say it's like a fishing product, and you were to sell like how to get trout to bite on your line like never before, like this one special secret increased the catch rate by 5 times, and then there's a whole story about Jim and his whole like fishing experience, and then he tried this one extra bait or this lure, and then his fishing went way up, and he had so much fish he had to start giving them away. It's like, okay, there's this whole fucking thing, and then you buy this lure or you buy whatever it is. The next upsell can't be about the same thing, but it's going to also be about fishing. So then you would want to sell them a different problem that's related. So now that the fish are going to be biting like crazy, is your rod strong enough to handle the bigger fish that are going to be coming in for just $19.99? Here's an extra rod strengthener, or like some whatever it is, and you want it to be different. But that's because the moment people buy something, they feel as though their problem's been solved, even if they never open the product.
Biological manipulation.
Yeah, and part of that reason, when you zoom out, is because they didn't have the problem to begin with. The problem was created after they landed on the page, and it was solved once they left the page. They just paid something along the way to solve a problem that was created for them.
That they never had. Which, this reminds me of so many people's Instagram stories, the affiliate link truthers.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I didn't have a problem with my root canal. I wasn't scared or worried about my root canal. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think twice about it until whatever day somebody decided to talk about root canals and how they're so bad and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, my root canal. Should I get that checked out?
Yeah.
But the whole beginning of the day, my whole first half of the day, I wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah. And it's sad, even the way you talked about it is root canals are bad, right? Mm-hmm. That's it. And sometimes you don't even need to remember why.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that someone can take something that's in an okay category or a good category and then move it into a bad category, and suddenly you're in pain because something that you have done or something that's been done to you or something that you bought or some behavior is suddenly bad, and you don't want to be bad, you want to be good. And it's wild that it's actually that simple. Mm-hmm. Because everybody knows on paper that good and bad are really objective.
I have to get more pills. Oops. Sorry. I'll be right back, guys.
Or everybody knows that good and bad are really subjective, not objective. That it's everyone has a slightly different version of good, and there's so much nuance. But you just get into that. You get into a pocket and you get into some marketing funnel, and then they tell you what's bad. And if you're doing that thing, then you are bad. You don't want to be bad, you want to be good.
Well, and then we talk about oh, you guys, I haven't shown you these yet. I'll change my gloves just so you know. Truly Tallow, Vanilla Bark. Mm-hmm. These I took to the farm. And now I have Citrus Grove.
Cool.
As well. So same label, different top, different sniffer. So it's got lemon, lime, grapefruit, orange, and bergamot. That's what it's got in it. Yeah, you know what's crazy is we were talking with our neighbors. I told a little bit of this story, but I think it'd be cool to talk about more. About was 2020 ethical? Right? She had to write a paper on it. I'm actually curious how that ended up happening. She just graduated. But then, so then we got into this discussion of good. And then David's talked a lot about this, who's saying what's good? Who's defining good here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, that's what got me thinking of when you were talking about the marketing and the problem and root canals bad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know,
I know, it's a trip.
root canals bad, holistic good.
Yeah.
But then, like, I can see, like, with my mom's experience and having the stroke, like, it's good for her to be in the care that she's in. Like, she's fully in the system. She's fully on the orange bottles. She's, like, it doesn't make sense that she would choose a holistic route. Like, I can't do what they're doing for her holistically. Like, I don't have the capabilities. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the machinery. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, you know what's crazy? Like, so the very first Christian story, Genesis, is about Adam and Eve, right?
I thought it was Adam and Steve.
Well, no, that's the
It's
the new.
We're in Pride Month now, David. It's
Yeah.
Adam.
Oh yeah, it's June. Sorry.
It's June. It's. I don't know if you remember it from the Bible. It's Adam and Steve.
Okay, so Adam and Steve were butt banging in the Garden of Eden,
Butt
right?
banging. That's awesome. Okay, they were butt banging.
And the devil comes down, right, as a snake or as a serpent, or he animates a snake, whatever the story is. And what he ends up saying is that Adam and Eve should eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But if you think about what the knowledge of good and evil is, it's making the decision for yourself for what good and evil is, right? The oldest story we have is about defining good and evil for ourselves versus having that defined by God. Because there are some things that we don't understand, and it's something nonsensical. Like, you can eat from every tree in the garden, but don't eat from that one. That's nonsensical. It's a stupid request. But when they went and ate from that tree, they took the knowledge of good and bad out of God's hands and into their own hands. They started making decisions on the ground floor. This is the oldest story we have. This is like, what, 6,000 years old, whatever it is.
Allegedly.
Yeah, this is at least from the last reset. So this is what, at least 1800s,
Yeah, I mean,
1890s, right?
Was Noah mud flood? I know. See, Noah was probably mud flood.
Noah was mud flooded away. Noah survived the mud floods in a boat built from one of the giant trees.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
Now it's making sense.
And then all the dinosaurs washed off the edge of the flat Earth.
Dinosaurs.
What? I'm just making jokes. But that's right. Like, that to me stands out, because that's like, when I think of the issue with humanity from our perspective, from like an Intuition OS perspective, where our entire life is about building a real-time personal connection to God, I see the oldest story about God in the Western world about being about that exact same thing. Like, we're trying to get back to, in a way, that something that's coded in that very original knowledge of, like, God's better at this than we are. And sometimes from the ground floor, things look nonsensical, but if we don't follow, all of the pain and hardship and that comes out of that is absurd. Like, they face so many consequences. They fell out of, you could say they fell out of God's favor, but they had all of these unintended consequences, and the garden went to shit, and they got kicked out. They were no longer living inside of God's ideal.
Eve transitioned to Steve.
Yeah, Eve transitioned to Steve. Because of the leftist propaganda.
Oh, God. I mean, yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's such this element. Well, do we have questions before I...
I don't think so, but let me see.
Guys,
No.
can you ask questions?
We have 6 watching, though.
Oh, who else is here?
Oh, wait, now it dropped down to 3.
Oh.
As soon as I looked, it dropped. If you're still here, say hello. And drop us a like, so we know you're here.
I know. I like looking on the back end and being able to see.
Danny says it's just so relaxing watching and listening. No questions yet. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted this
We
angle.
just like the chitter chatter.
I thought this angle would be better, so you could see what I'm seeing. Because I was like really sinking into it in part 1, and then I was like, oh, I'm not talking. I'm not so much talking.
Yeah, it's like one of those, like,
Sand.
yeah, the, like, with the little rakes.
Yeah, Zen garden.
Yeah, Zen garden. Mr. Mentz over here. sand with the little rake.
Mr.
A Zen
Missile.
garden? Yes, yes.
We all have our strengths. David can pick a lock.
I'm getting intermediate. I was gonna say I'm getting good, but I'm not getting that good yet.
Oh my God.
I know a lot. My knowledge always outpaces my skill.
Wild. Oh gosh, given your awareness.
I love doing that lockpicking video. That was actually really fun. That'd be fun to make videos like that.
Oh yeah.
Not as the character.
Oh, just as you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to do it as a
I guess I could.
Like
It'd
a
be kind of
spoof?
funny.
A
Yeah,
spoof,
it's
but
a
not?
spoof, but well, because you also need to submit yourself picking locks on camera to get belts. There's a group and there's a website. It's belt rankings, and they rank all the locks by difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you need like proof that
That's
you...
why I bought like 4 different locks. That's why I
Uh-huh.
spent like $80 on locks or something. Was because I wanted all of the different belts. So I have those ones, but they're all like white and yellow belts. White's the lowest, and then yellow's the one right above it. So I wanted to get like a green and an orange and a blue.
Oh, so you
So
weren't
they're
kidding when
harder
you
ones.
told neighbor Sue that there were belts like karate.
There are belts like
Karate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it comes from. Yeah, there are belts like karate.
Karate.
Yeah, so then if you submit a video
How do you
of
say
you
it?
picking the lock, karate. But yeah, it's karate.
Karate! Yes. Okay,
Then
so
you
if you
can-
submit a video.
Then you can get a belt. There's like a Reddit group, but there's also just a website.
Like a
and you
belt
can-
to wear or like a
No,
badge
it's
like your
just
Apple Watch?
Like you just your profile on Reddit gets a little belt on it, I think. Which I don't
Wait,
really
you're-
use Reddit.
Yeah. Well, could you get it on Twitter? do you get an
no, I
emoji
don't
or
think
something?
so. I don't think so.
That's pretty cool.
It's just more
Is,
of like
is black
a
belt the
sensual
highest?
thing. Yeah, and those locks are crazy. So there's these locks called a Medico, and those are purple. I think they're right above blue. I'm getting a blue belt lock,
Okay.
and the Medicos, you not only have to pick the lock, but then you have to spin. You have to rotate the pins inside the core
Oh yeah, you were telling
to the
me
right.
this.
So but those aren't even the crazy ones. All right, so here's the website. So I've picked white, yellow, and I think I've picked an orange. And then I have green and blues in the mail, but then the purple ones are crazy. Purple
Did you
ones are
order
already
purple?
crazy. No, I might eventually. I want to get into the blue. But what's cool is there's a blue belt lock called a pack lock.
Oh yeah, that's the one you said that we should get for around. The
Yeah,
12
because
months.
they're definitely harder to pick. But if you pick it on camera and send it to their marketing team, they'll send you a little patch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's called the
So, like-
200K club because the keys say 200K on them.
So like then you could put it on your jacket, like iron it on.
I guess so. Yeah, I could probably iron it on something, or I could stick it on my Molly webbing backpack, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where else you'd put it. I could put it on the front of my lockpicking set.
That's true.
You guys want to see my tools? You guys want to see my tools?
He will be back.
Here we have an echelon set from Covert
Don't
Instruments. This is a stick-on pinning tray. Here's where you put each of the individual key pins so you can keep track of which key pin it is.
Oh, oh,
Oh, you got it.
oh.
Hey, flip it like this. Yep. The closer it is, I usually rotate when I go around because otherwise they just fall unpredictably. Like now flip that 180. Or yeah, that's probably fine. Or risk it.
I risked it.
Comes with a magnetic clasp for covert entry. Many lockpicking kits have a Velcro clasp But this one has a magnetic clasp, so you can stay quiet when you're out picking locks at night.
Oh.
Here, when we open it up top here, we have what's called a comb pick on certain types of locks, specifically the Master 141 and 140, Master 150, 160, Abus 55, and the American and Master 6271. You can insert the pick into the lock, push up, and press all of the key pins up above the shear line and turn it as if you're using a key.
Oh wait, you should show them what you made.
What do you mean? Oh, my cutaway? Yeah, I filed it out. It took so long. But let me show you. Now, opening it up.
Let me show
Now, opening up, we have 3 different styles of turning tools. This is a top of the keyway turning tool. You stick this in the top of the lock like this, and it's ergonomic so that your finger can rest not at a 90-degree angle, but rest like this. This is my lock-picking voice. These are other styles of turning tools. This is also a top of the keyway, but it's a straight one. And they come in different thicknesses.
And they come in different thicknesses.
And these are bottom of the keyway. You stick these in the bottom of the lock like this, which I showed you earlier on that master lock.
I think you should redo that master lock
I can.
demonstration.
And these are called rakes, which you stick in and out of the lock to
Rake.
do a random attack. And these are single pin picks in different thicknesses, 25 thousandths and 20 thousandths. This is a short hook, and this is a medium hook for a deeper reach. I forget what this one's called, but it helps you to get underneath the pins to poke at pins in the back. And this is also a rake, but it is a 2-wavy rake, 2-pin. I don't know, I forget what it's called. Here are some other tools for different styles of locks. And closing this back up, you're going to want to push the ergonomic turners right here in between these 2 picks to help your case close up more flat. This has been a review of the Echelon set by Covert Instruments. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Again, thank you very much and have a great day. This is Sherlock Picking.
That was good.
Thank you.
See, I feel like you need to stay in the character.
I know.
But you need to do like hour-long videos because I could fall asleep to that at night.
That's actually what I fall asleep to. Okay.
I like falling asleep to John Levy.
These are called pinning tweezers,
Ideally, I fall asleep to nothing, but that's not the reality.
and they are reverse grip, so you can squeeze. Let's see if I can get this in focus. So you can squeeze and grab onto the individual pins, and when you squeeze, they open, and when you close, or when you let go, they close. This is called a plug follower, which you use to take out the core of the lock. The lock looks like this. This is the keyway. So the top of the keyway tension goes up here. The bottom of the keyway means this. You're sticking a pick in there, and then you're going in and picking each of these pins individually.
Wait, so tell them, this is from our screen door.
And to take this out, right, you pick it or you open it, and then you can take these little C-clips off, and then you use this to push in to take the lock out so that the pins that are up here don't drop down. So you can keep them all in here and keep the order of them and just push out the core. That's what this little thing's for, to disassemble. And then what I did was I went and I took a hacksaw and a file, and I made a cutout.
Ridiculous pictures of him with a headlamp on outside with a cigarette dangling from his mouth. He looks like a mad scientist, like so fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like pitch black.
Just a hacksaw.
So this is what I did was I took out all of this material here, right? It used to look like this. I took all of this out so that you can see the pins, and this is actually pretty cool. This is the key for this. And what happens when you stick a key into a lock is, see how this pin is moving up? Is all of these pins go up, and based on the cuts in the keys, you'll see they all line up. And once they all line up, then you're able to turn the core, because these pins aren't stuck up here and these pins aren't stuck down here. So you'll see if I put this back and pull it out again, even just one, Now there's some that are down in this, so it can't turn. But the moment it goes in, it all aligns with the cuts on the key. So if you've ever looked at a key, that's what you have is these little slices here are meant to hold and lift those key pins, their bottom pins, to a certain height. So this is like, let's say like a 2 cut and then like a 1 cut and a 4 cut and then a 1, right? So there's different heights, and when they cut the key, they're cutting it according to which pins you have here on the bottom. And these are all called the key pins. These are called the driver pins on top, or top pins. And when you insert the key, all of the key pins lift up to this shear line is what it's called. And that's right to the top of this core that's spinning. So then you have a key that can turn freely. And what's cool is that when I have my pick in here, let me see. So when I'm using, I normally use bottom of the keyway tension on this guy.
I feel like this is the epitome. 1 second. I feel like this is the epitome of like you're the younger child. Like I'm.
Oh God, that's so funny, little sister. Little sister. Hey everyone, so I'm gonna pick some locks today.
Yes, you're giving little sister energy.
Do you want me to stop?
No, no, but it's just
Do you
funny.
want me to stop, honey?
It's funny to see what's going on in the background, and then there's a lock picking.
I know, it's so disjointed. I enjoy it though.
Oh no! I mean, this is what we'd be doing anyway.
Yeah, no comments though since I started this lock demonstration. So, yeah, we're at an all-time low here.
There's no
Okay,
engagement.
so-
Everyone's just sleeping.
So what you're able to do, because all of these pins have, they're all slightly different because they can't machine these perfectly. And since these like little slots that the keys or that the key pins slide up and down in are all slightly different sizes, since they're not all drilled perfectly, and since the pins are all slightly different thicknesses because they're not all machined out perfectly, what you're able to do is stick in something like this. This is that bottom of the keyway turning tension tool. And I use 40 thousandths, so it's about as big as I can go. I can't fit a 50 in here, but I can fit this 40. And what I do is I put tension on it like this, and I'm able to go in and lift the individual pins. And what's cool about the cutout is I'm able to see as I'm lifting. So you can see this one, it lifts up. And once I get past that shear line, that top pin gets stuck. And since I'm putting tension on this, now the core turns just the tiniest little bit and it locks that pin in. And I'm able to go to the next one and lift. And you can see now this is a little bit floppy, so I can feel that it's set. I can go to 3. 3 is, they call it binding. So I can feel it's harder to push up. And if I keep pushing, you'll get a little click, and that's set. If I go to 4, 4 is a little bit loose. It's not binding, so you move on and go to the next. 5 is binding. Oh, and there we go. And now the lock is open, and the plug spins freely. That one's open. And my cutout kind of broke things a little bit, so there we go. And now we're back. So that's what I've been doing. So that's what I've been doing, guys. You wanted to see the master lock again?
Yeah, I think you should do it more effectively.
I should do it better.
Yeah. I think you should do a better job.
I can try.
Well, he showed the neighbor, and she was like, wait, what? Because it all happened so fast.
Yeah, normally it doesn't take that long, but it's hard because I'm wrapping my arms around this tripod. Mm-hmm. I'm not like,
Well,
I'm
how
not
else
in
are
the
you going to get your
right
belt?
position.
This-
I guess like this.
Right, if you need to film it.
Learn to
You're
pick like
gonna-
this. All right,
yeah.
here we have a master lock, number 1.
How's our engagement?
We're going to be
Is
using
everyone
at an
just
all-time
leaving?
low. We're going to be using bottom of the keyway tension, 40 thousandths. short hook and 25 thousandths. So while I'm doing this is called zipping, is I'm taking this lockpick and I'm pushing it all the way to the back, and then I'm pulling up and sort of scrubbing on those pins. Yep, and there it's open.
See, I knew you could do it.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that one more time so we know it's not a fluke. Oops, they didn't fully set. That's what lockpicking lawyers does. Mm-hmm. Oh. Sometimes they overset, so they get pushed up, the ones in the bottom.
1, 2,
Yep, there we go.
4. Is it
And we
5
got that
or
open.
6? I think I have just one more left to... Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Oops, I hit it too. Oop.
Oh, I need to scoot my chair in.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now with that, back to the show.
Hey, it is 5 lively livers, right? Or do I do 6? I can't remember.
You do 5.
Okay.
Because once you have 4 complete
this is
bags,
80?
you have 80. Yep, and then you do just 100.
100.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool.
This is Sherlock Picker.
Maybe
I find that so funny.
Do you think that exists?
I don't know.
How big is this lockpicking community?
I think there are like, I don't know. I think the people who have like put in for belts, I think there's like, I don't know, maybe like 5,000 or something.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
not many.
No, it's not huge.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know, this is a cool interest. You've been interested for a while.
I've been interested for so long, yeah. I finally got a kit. I find it so cool.
It's funny, all this stuff, like the handymanness and the...
I know, I've gotten so manly over the years.
Manly.
Well, I feel like I used to have 0 man skills. Like, I feel like I was like a below average man on the man scale. But now I have all of these man skills and I feel more, I mean, myself, but more capable.
Yeah, I was going to say the capability. I mean, just like installing flooring, installing patio, like installing drywall, redoing like a designer wall for the neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've just done so many things. And
Yeah.
even, I mean, what, on Friday he's going to go help the other neighbor with their dishwasher, install a new one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's been nice to be able to help out too. Because, like, I mean, oh my God, your mom paid $400 to have a dishwasher installed before we got here. It's
I know.
crazy.
I know.
Absolutely nuts.
I mean, and our neighbors were going to, I mean, well, I guess they technically paid you, but they were going to pay like over $700 to have someone install a toilet,
Yeah.
which is just bananas. Because, like, they, like, I don't know, I feel like that world of skill uses people's ignorance. Yeah, I was going to say naivete.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it is ignorance. They like use that to their advantage, and then the prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. I've always felt like everything is easy if I just learn it, which is kind of a ridiculous, almost contradictory worldview, but that's how I've always been. Like, I just go out and figure shit out.
I know, I feel like, I don't know that I'm in that camp, but I feel similar in the like, well, why don't I just try to make it?
Yeah.
Like, well,
yeah,
why don't I just
exactly.
get beef suet and render it and make tallow?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, how hard can it possibly be?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of where I go. But then, I mean, it ends up being my adventures end up costing way more money because I need labels and product. And
Yeah, but I mean,
so it's
that's
not
all,
actually like a quote unquote savings.
that's all technically investment.
Yeah.
You're just moving liquid funds into assets.
What I'm great at. I excel at that. It's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any comments? Are you guys impressed with David's lockpicking skills?
Drop us a like if you like the lock. All the likes get taken away.
Just like this. If you'd like to see more lockpicking, while Miriam packs beef liver. It's like the most random combo.
Uh-huh. I think Sherlock Picker is so funny.
Oh, I think it's great. It's a great name. Guys, we're getting up tomorrow at 6 a.m. to go to Aldi and be in line. So I can get a bag. A dupe. A dupe of a bog bag.
I guess I don't think it is taken.
It's not?
I don't think so. I can't find anyone.
Yeah, Sherlock Picker is great. Well, and you know what? In the state of Massachusetts, I thought David was going to flinch that we're getting up at 6 a.m. to go to Aldi, because that's not true.
No, I'm getting up at 8.
But I'm getting up at 8. Just go to Aldi and get a dupe bag.
I want to be up anyway. I have an appointment at 10.
He's getting her car taken care of, and then he's probably going to end up fixing all the other stuff on his own. And I'm getting up early to go visit my mom and bring neighbor Kathy and maybe Carol. Church Carol.
Yeah, I think I might do our transmission. Change the fluid.
Okay. Are you gonna ask Jason for help?
Maybe I think I want lifts so I can, ramps.
Yeah.
So I can just drive the car up on it because I can have easier access. I can do it without it, but it'd be easier if I have room under there. And then all you do is you take off there's a bolt under there where your 3/8 ratchet just fits inside of it. You don't even need to put on any,
Extender, custom.
you don't need any, it's just the ratchet, it's plugs in. I forget what those tips are called. The ones that actually go over the nut.
I have no idea.
I forget what I don't know, but you know what I mean, right?
I'd have to see it.
But anyway, just a 3/8 ratchet just pushes into there, and then
Okay.
you break the nut, and then all of the transmission fluid falls out, kind of goes everywhere. And you're
You need,
supposed
like,
to,
a
you need a
bucket to
pan
catch
underneath
it?
it. Yeah, we actually have one. We
Oh.
got from Dollar Tree.
The black one?
Yep, I'll just use that one. But it all spills out, and that's probably 40 or 50% of the liquid. Not all of it comes out because lots of it's still in the transmission, but that's all you have to do. And then from the top, then you pop another nut, and then she made a face, and then you fill probably 3.5 quarts back into it. There's 8 quarts in the transmission, so you fill probably I think 3.5 or something back into it, and that's it. Put the cap back on.
Does Jason have a ramp?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know how to do our brakes, but I'll at least look at them. I've
Yeah.
never worked on a car before, but that is my hubris.
He did change the belt. The squeaky belt.
Yeah, our drive belt.
That was impressive. And you took out all the seats to vacuum it.
That's true. That was intimidating.
Oh, you did great.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
I know, like how stuff works and how it goes back together.
Oh, there we go. Danny says, "Ha, this is great." So you made those cutouts to practice picking, yeah? Yeah. Then I can see what's happening in there. Because there are different, if you push too hard, that pin doesn't just get stuck in there. The pin on the bottom also drives up into it. And then it's then that pin on the bottom gets stuck, and then you're never gonna pick it. So, and it's so hard when you're first starting out. I still have trouble, but it's really hard to figure out where your pick even is in there. I thought I was on the first one, and I was on the third one, and I thought I was on the second one, and I was on the fifth one. I was all over the place.
I know, they make it look so easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while to learn what you're feeling, because you're just getting back the tiniest little feedback on the picks.
You could definitely start a channel. We should probably have a backup channel anyway. If I'm gonna
I should start a backup channel.
If I'm gonna be giving medical misinformation.
Well, maybe we just won't post your things anymore.
Maybe I'm just not allowed to talk anymore.
I mean, it's not like we're losing much. It's just we have all of our archives.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't imagine I'm gonna say much else. In theory. You never know though. You never know what's wrong speak these days.
That's true.
You know what's fascinating to me is like, this is just more on like the shadow ban stuff. Like the truthers are always talking about how they're getting shadow banned. And, my account. You know, that whole thing.
Okay.
But like, I also follow some lefty liberals and they say the same thing. They're like, if I try to educate people about the latest thing,
Yeah.
like my account gets shadow banned.
I mean, everyone kind of says that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not even a thing. Get over it. All right. I think I'm going to do another one because that should probably finish this off. And then they can just be for us.
Okay.
Do another 100. Now I can't see the screen. I don't know. Are you guys saying anything? Are you guys saying anything? Yell it.
No, last thing I see is so you made those cutouts to practice picking.
Mm. Do you have any questions? Floor capsules go in the trash. I drop them all the time. Unfortunately.
It's okay. That's all right, honey.
It happens. It's part of our shrink. But as you can tell, I do have enough if somebody wants to order lively liver. And I have more in those 2 jars that I'll have to grind up. But if you feel like it's your time to shine in the liver department, I can spare. See how they end up upside down? And then I push this down to make sure that they're all full, because sometimes it's hard to tell. And that's happened before, where one hasn't been in and I keep filling it, thinking it's just not filling, and then there's a pile underneath.
That does.
Are you looking for your Sherlock picking? How would you spell Sure? S-U-R-E or S-H-E-R? Would you spell it like the guy? Or S-U-R?
Yeah, probably SHERLOCK.
You don't want to call it, oh, not Doc's Locks. Lockpicking Dave.
Yeah. I mean, I could, I don't know. Just fun.
Oh, you should definitely do videos. Why not? Oh.
Why can't I?
It seems like easy to do, and not a lot of it doesn't require a lot of like editing or
Mm-hmm.
too much time. It'd also be cool to see you do some of the jobs you do. But that's way more work
Mm-hmm.
to film and handyman.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, that's fair. And plus you don't want to film in other people's houses, probably. It's weird.
No.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Hmm. having trouble making an account on mobile.
I'll do it this way. Hopefully I can get 100 out of here.
There we go.
Oh, the latest thing. I don't know. Is anyone still here? Yeah, there's one person here. What's happening at Aldi in the morning? Oh, every Wednesday their flyer gets updated. And all their Aldi finds come out in their Aldi aisle. So tomorrow there's a bag, and it's a dupe of the Bog bag, which is like $100 bag. It's a plastic like croc like bag. It's a mini one, so it's maybe like a $40 dupe for $12.99. And they're not putting them out, since it's such a popular item, they're not putting them out until 9 a.m. tomorrow. And the Aldi guy said, I've already had 5 people ask me about it, you're gonna have to bring a knife. And I said, you don't have to tell me twice. I was like really thinking, well, I was actually thinking yesterday how I need to start carrying my knife again. Because even just harvesting, I wanted to harvest some wild roses today, wild Japanese roses, but I didn't have my knife on me and I couldn't get the branch split with just my thumb. So anyway, I need my knife anyway. But not that I'm gonna stab someone over an Aldi bag, but I really want it. I actually, and David's like, what color do you like the best? And I was like, I want all 4. So we'll see. And he said, no, you don't like all 4.
I did say that.
And I said, no, but I do.
They're like 8.5 by 11 by 5. It's like a sheet of paper by 5. Big.
It's perfect. That's perfect for going to the pool. I can put a book in there. I can put my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I can put my water. I can roll up my towel and carry it under my arm. And my pool pass.
That's true. And my lockpicking kit.
Exactly. Bring your lockpicking kit to the pool. Did you? Not yet.
No. I stayed home and hacksawed instead.
Yeah. Everyone was asking, where's David? Where's David? I was like, and then I was like, he texted me and said, no. Ha. Or you said, no. And then Mikey was like, I need to take a note from his book. And then Mikey's mom loved that text message. She's like, oh, that's funny.
What, that I said, no?
Yeah. They loved it. And Mikey's brother loved it. Everyone was cracking up about it.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I told Jason, I was like, yeah, David said he spent too much time with me already. And he's like, he thought that was like the funniest thing.
That wasn't even true. I didn't say that.
No, but I said that. I was like,
Mm-mm.
I was like, oh, he already spent enough time with me today. I thought that was so funny. You know what? Maybe I can do 2 more. Or 1 more rather. I can do it, and then 20 for us. Do another 180, and then a 20. But yeah, so that's the Aldi find, Danny. If you go tomorrow morning, let me know if you get one of those bags. If you buy all 4, I'll buy one off you. Wheeling and dealing over here. And if I buy all 4, I'll probably sell at least 3. At least 1.
Oh, yeah?
David doesn't want me to
What,
buy
you want to
them.
buy them to sell them on eBay?
I mean, the demand is high.
You think we would even make anything on them? Like $5 maybe, huh?
I don't know. I'd have to see. Put it up for auction.
That's true. Good.
don't know if you can see me. I'm not in a good setup right now.
Just the bottom of your right hand.
I'll do one more after this and then we'll call it quits. So is there anything else to chat about before we head out?
I lifted it up as you were done.
As I was finished.
That's so funny.
That's okay.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and that's it. Probably watch some lockpicking videos.
Yeah, now you're in the lock picking mood.
It's fun. Well, that's all I do in my free time. When I'm trying to learn something, I get obsessive.
I think that's a thing people diagnose on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like autism.
Yeah,
That's an autistic trait, I think.
I think so.
I'm fine with being autistic.
Yeah, but you're not.
I'd be fine with that, honey.
Oh my gosh.
It changes nothing. I'm still me.
I know. He said that changes nothing. I'm still me. And then that made me think of the like whole trans agenda. I was like, yeah, you're still you. It's so much easier to talk off camera. You're not so, I'm not so concerned about what I look like or like if I'm making a weird face or I don't know, just whatever. Not that I'm thinking about that stuff, at least not consciously. But there's like awareness when you can look up and see yourself. It's kind of nice to not see myself. And it's not like a self-loathing thing. There's like more freedom to speak, it seems, when you're off camera. It feels so different.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
I know, I like it. Not because I'm like, I'm so ugly. Don't want you to see me. Don't want you to see me like this.
No, it's just the nature of the video.
Yeah, I can see why people do it. Oh, I was going to talk about earlier on my other part one. I was going to talk about TikTok and how I always like when I do go on, I always get fed the mediums, you know, on TikTok.
Funny.
Probably because I've watched it in the past, but I'm always just so disappointed.
Oh, Ben's on.
Hi, Ben. Oh my God.
Hey, by the way, Danny said she might go tomorrow, but she won't get up that early. And then any updates on the property management? And then Ben said, oh, hey, homies.
Okay, cool. I have a question for Ben that I feel like you should be here for.
No.
Okay. Danny. What are we talking about? Okay, then if you don't get up that early to go to Aldi, then you won't get the bag.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose. Like I promise. It's high demand. They won't even put it out today. They usually reset their Aldi aisle at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and they won't even do it today because it's such a popular item. Okay. Okay, I need to focus. This goes here. Okay, Ben, I've asked, well, so David told me he was watching one of your live streams and you were saying that after our calls and after your channel night, you go on Reddit. Was it the word vigorously masturbate? And I was like, what? That's like the last thing I think about doing after the second paradigm work. So David told me that and I was just like, wait, what? And then I had questions. And then I asked David for more clarification, but he didn't have any. And then I guess now that you're here, I can ask you. Rigorously. I don't even know if that's the word. But anyway, it made me laugh. And then I was like, wait, like what? Why? And David's like, I don't know. I just heard him say that on one of his live streams. And I was like, why did he say it on a live stream?
Ben says, fire away with your questions.
I already did. Did he answer? Was it rigorously? Oh, he already closed the door. David's outside. Smoking. Oh, yeah, this will be enough for another one. David's gonna have to read me your response button. Otherwise, I'm gonna fuck up the whole setup because the phone's being held in. It's being held like with a hand. It looks like a hand, like, you know, it's the tripod, but I can't see the screen. Okay, I'm sure it'll be funny. But anyway, the other thing I was going to say was about TikTok and how I watch mediums do their freaking thing, and I just am so disappointed because I just feel like they're not pulling a good feed. And it makes me like not want to be a part of that world. I mean, and I'm not, obviously. But I feel like I could be. I feel like I could totally do that. But that's kind of what this feels like. It feels like I'm doing some like weird, like, you know how people do like the coin stuff? Or they like open rolls of coins, or they like open or do slime. I don't know, I feel like this is my version of that, is filling beef liver pills, which I'd be doing anyway, so this is kind of nice. I liked it better. David had his phone out earlier so I could see the screen. Now I can't see what this looks like. Let me go get David real quick. 1 second. Oop, dropped the capsule. Hey, you gotta give me updates. Did Ben answer? Oh.
Ben says David added the vigorously part, but it's true that I occasionally go on Reddit to look at lovely content after particularly intense calls.
Occasionally? Why don't I believe that? Occasionally. I feel like it's not occasionally. Oh, the lies, the deception. I'm not buying it. That's awesome. Hey, whatever works. Just a way to integrate those messages rigorously. But then I was confused by Reddit. I guess I was confused because I was on Reddit trying to look for Aldi sales. That's when David told me that. He's like, you know, Ben uses Reddit to watch porn. Oh, I didn't even know. You can find porn anywhere. Back in the day, I babysat for this family across the street. It's actually now where neighbor Sue lives. And so my first job babysitting was for this family. And the little boy was super into video games and stuff. We would always play Mario and Luigi. Oh, I loved it. I loved Luigi. I don't know which one that was. Like on, not PlayStation, but on those gray controllers with the purple dots. Was it PlayStation? I don't know. But anyway, I remember my friend Becky and I were babysitting one night while the mom and dad were out. So Becky was allowed to babysit with me. And we were going through all the movies, like underneath the entertainment center. And there was this green video. And it was porn. VHS. We totally watched it. I didn't know you could find porn on Reddit.
Ben says, LOL, it actually is occasionally. How about this? If I've been scrubbing my face multiple times on call, the odds are higher.
Oh no. That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait for our next call.
of the week.
I'm gonna say some really scrub-worthy shit. Occasionally. I still don't buy it, sorry.
That's funny.
Any questions? Any, I don't know, tales to tell? Are you guys worried about anything? Are you worried about what the people are worried about? Or do you feel removed from it at this point? Do you want to take the YouTube re-education class so we can get our thing removed off our channel? Can I have the tamper? We could live stream the re-education course.
That's true.
Then everyone would know.
Take it live.
David's like, should we appeal it? But then when you listen to my next sentence, it's like, no, we shouldn't appeal it. It's so funny because I feel like I've said way worse things.
Yeah.
It's so.
Just the AI didn't catch it.
Yeah. Is it like, because it's in the way like you talk? Is it in your cadence or like how you?
I imagine it's like it's kind of like a ChatGPT style language model.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I don't know if it's the cadence, it's the exact sequence of words that you said.
Yeah.
There are just certain concepts that you aren't supposed to talk about in certain ways.
Right. Like eBay, Poshmark, and Depop.
Ben says, what are people worried about right now? Danny says, yeah, I have no idea what people are talking about or worried about. If no one at work mentions it, then I don't really know.
I don't know. I just figured it was like Taiwan, World War III.
Yeah.
That's what our neighbor Mikey was talking about at the pool the other day.
Oh, and Trump got 37 charges or something.
34. Which is weird. That's like, is that another level of the Freemasonry? Like, is that up one more? Oh, I shouldn't have squished it around like that. Not smart. Yeah, I don't know what people are like genuinely worried about. There was this one guy on Instagram that I follow.
The border.
Oh, Danny asked about HOA. Oh, the border, the migrants.
Yeah, Biden signed an executive order and Trump's bashing it.
I mean, yeah. Wait, are you reading stuff online?
On Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Phil calls for the end of the political persecution against Donald Trump. Blasts Biden and tells him to dismiss now.
Huh. I don't know. That's all just so silly.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are scared of like the supply chain collapse and something else. But it's all the same stuff, you know? Or it seems to be. Ugh. Can I get one more?
What do you mean?
Out of what I have grind it up. Ground?
Oh, I think so.
Either way, it'll be for us. Danny, one of these bags is gonna go to you.
This is us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take these table scraps then.
Yeah, that's good. Do our own. Sorry, guys. Can I have... Here. You're messing up my flow. I just figured it out. Barely.
Oh, move this real quick?
Barely. Yeah, I don't know. I guess those are the things. Oh, like having enough ammo and food and I don't know. Maybe it's it's like when we went to the police station and we asked the lady like if there was an uptick in people getting their LTCs, and she said yes, during election years. There's always an uptick. So maybe it's like that same loop that everyone runs on.
Yeah, Danny says that she heard people talking about Trump at the laundromat last week, and she asked, "Oh, did I mention that Neil started a new site for selling survival gear? I didn't know he was into that stuff."
Oh, funny.
No, it's a pretty good market though.
Oh, definitely. We thought about getting into it.
Yeah, that's true.
But it didn't happen. At least not yet. I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting. Like, I've definitely learned more in the last, I would say, 4 years than I had in a while. Like, I learned more about, like, the world in, like, a really grounded way. You guys can see what I'm doing. Everything is so caked up. Just like my butt.
Yeah, they can see.
Yeah.
It's for us. It's fine.
It's almost a floor capsule. I know, I don't care. We used to, when I worked at the coffee and tea shop, anytime a cookie fell on the floor, which sometimes they just happen to jump, and we had floor cookies. And there's nothing better than a floor cookie when you've worked 8 hours in customer service.
Yeah, just get some sugar.
Yep. Chocolate chip sugar. Floor cookie, floor cookie. Where's the green thing?
Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. You're gonna jump in. I thought they were called tops and bottoms, you know, like gay people, but they're called bodies and caps. Oh, they used to be tops and bottoms?
So.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we wouldn't have made that up. It's like a Mandela effect.
I know. It's gonna be close.
I think that's enough. At least normally it would be. Yeah, maybe this stuff's a little different.
Yeah, it's okay. Just for us anyway. It's our other stash. Guys, I love taking beef liver. But, you know, I don't know that it's, like, helped me not have gray hair, because I notice I'm getting more gray sprigs. And I don't know if that's just, like, life, you know? It's, like, what the body does here. I don't know if it's the stress of...
The HOA.
Of what?
The HOA.
The HOA? What's... Oh, the HOA. Oh, yeah, speaking of that stuff, nothing really to report. Everything's kind of quiet this week. I haven't been super engaged. The electrician called today just to update me on the status of stuff, which I need to still update the board, but I just didn't feel like it today. I started to write out a message and I was like, oh god, this is long. Because like I want to communicate everything that I know, so that way everyone knows everything that I know. So.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if that's the best thing to do necessarily.
Yeah, I get
like, do you just keep it simple to the point, like only just like the high level notes of what needs to be known, like bulleted? Or like, are the intricacies helpful?
I don't know.
Like personally, I like knowing as much as possible. Like, I don't know, I just love but I think I'll probably even write that in the note, like, hey, I know this was really long, but
You can just send it in an email.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Oh, my hands are so
Here you go.
sweaty. Wait, is that tampered too?
Yeah,
Can I tamp it again?
I guess so, but it's good.
Let me see.
Can you trust me?
I do, but
That's fine.
our tamps are different, I think. Oh no, it's about the same.
Yeah, I told
That's
you it's
cool.
good.
Okay. I don't know. It's different. Do you trust me?
Do you trust me?
Then
jump!
Jeez. Yes, I trust you. I don't know, because this stuff is so different. I've never tamped it like 5 times before.
I know.
It's a whole different experience. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I could give up HOA updates. You know, David and I were trying to figure out, like, should we join together as, like, a duo? So that way, because, you know, people have, like, concerns, like, oh, Miriam, what if you're sick? Or, like, what if something happens? Like, you're just one person. Like, you know, all the fear shit. It's like, I haven't been sick in fucking 4 years. So get off me with that. Yeah, I don't know. So then it's like, oh, should David and I present ourselves as like a team? Should we do another one or no?
No, done.
Okay. You know, should we be a duo, like a property management partnership? Or, and like he also does maintenance and IT?
Yeah, I would be CTO and maintenance man.
Yeah, that's
This is the funniest juxtaposition.
oh ridiculous. Can I see those too?
Yeah.
It's like not what people are. CTOs are not the maintenance men.
No.
So, I don't know. There's that element of things. Like, how should we do it? I don't know. Just kind of feeling out. Like, I really liked, I was trying to think of names for a property management company. And I want something about, like, true or honest or truth. Like, something like that.
Yeah, transparent or one of those.
Trans.
Yeah. Trans home management.
Man. Trans man.
Trans management.
So something like that, you know. No, I really like True Blue property management, and you know what's crazy about it is that it's in Encinitas, out of Lacadia, which is just freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I was like, what? So I don't know if you can see my face. I don't know what's showing on the screen. Wow.
Wait, did you get 6?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Actually, well, 7.
Well, this.
Oh, plus those
and
2.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, actually a lot.
Yeah. You did a bunch. And you still have more.
Yeah. But not enough to do another one, you think? That's why I was like, oh, should we just do
No, I
another?
mean you still have more than you
more
haven't
to
ground
grind.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have these 2.
You gonna show that again? I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's so different than, I mean, we don't have chunks like that because we normally blend it before we do the desiccated.
Yeah, so normally what I do is I take it, I cut it into like smaller chunks, and then I blend it through the blender so it's like a puree, and then I dehydrate it on a green like mat that you would do like fruit roll-ups or something on. And then I dehydrate it at 95 degrees. That's the lowest I can dehydrate it for like 48 hours until it's like brittle. And then I blend it again, and then I run it through the mesh strainer. It's really a lot. But for this, I just chopped it up into these like thinner strips, so they were kind of all the same size, which they are anyway, because it's the liver. There's not really many sizes. Like it's because you kind of want it to be a little bit uniform, so it freeze dries all at the same time. And then I just put it on the trays.
Yeah, and then it runs for what, 20 hours? 12, 14, 16. It's like something.
Well, the first batch they were still kind of already frozen, so that worked to our benefit.
Oh,
the second
yeah.
batch they had been thawed out a little more, so it took longer. But it's about like 36 hours maybe.
Oh, really? It was that long?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were in and out of the house
Yeah, it was pretty long.
doing stuff with my mom.
But yeah, it pulls it to, I think, negative 10 degrees.
Yeah, or like
and then
negative
it'll drop it.
13.
Yeah, or negative. Yeah, it's somewhere between negative 10 and negative 20, and then it slowly brings it up to like a low heat, and then as it does, it melts, and as it melts, it pulls a vacuum and pulls all of the moisture to the sides of the inside. I don't know, sides of the tube
Machine.
that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's basically a big deep freezer and a vacuum chamber.
Check out my line.
I know, that's pretty sweet.
Oh, there's more. Goldenrod. What else do we have?
So we got on here that, and then the mullein, and
Lemon balm.
oh wait, this is sealed.
Yeah, it's sealed. Mullein. Do you want it? You can have it.
I
Oh,
didn't mean
guys,
to.
I got more red clover today. Sweet gumball,
I want mullein.
red clover. Ooh, don't show Ben this one. This is a big bottle. Big bottle of
Wow.
milk thistle. It's a 4-ounce one.
It's our big day.
Black walnut. Hey, black walnut's really good for iodine.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, there's more goldenrod flower, David. You took a ton for yourself, so
I know.
there's more over here.
Yeah. I started to pull on it. I didn't know it was.
Did you open it?
No, but I started twisting it. See, I'm waiting to
yeah.
reseal it.
Yeah, here's one.
I don't need it. I thought that was our open one.
You already have 2 open ones over here.
Yeah, can I have one?
Yeah.
I was gonna take it.
David loves the
I
goldenrod.
do love the goldenrod.
What's mullein good for?
Mulleine's good for respiratory.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural expectorant, so it helps to clear out your lungs. It's kind of like an herbal mucinex is how I think about it.
What about red clover?
Red clover is good for like period cramps and to help with regularity in your menstrual cycle. It's mostly a woman's moon cycle herb.
It's for your moon cycle, ladies. This shit's for your moon cycle. All right, black walnut.
Black walnut is a good source of iodine, and it's also used for like parasite cleanses is how some people will use it. So you can take it for
Like 2
I think
weeks,
it's
I
up
think.
to, yeah, I think it's about 2 weeks. You can use it as a cleanse, but it's also a natural source of iodine, which is great for if you're swimming a lot. You can take it because iodine gets displaced by chlorine in the body, which kind of messes with your thyroid. So it's good for your thyroid. And then if we were ever to have a nuclear explosion, stuff like that's real and would happen, then iodine's also good for that. So what often people will use for like radiation fallout is iodine too. So there's kind of different uses for it, but it's mostly an iodine and
So get scared.
Parasite
Get scared and get this in your preps.
yeah.
Okay, sweet gumball.
Sweet gumball is a natural form of the compound that's used to make Tamiflu. It's called shikimic acid. And shikamates, you might have heard David Avocado Wolf talk about shikamates or high shikimate foods. But they're good for just kind of general cold and flu symptoms. And shikimic acid or compounds very similar to it are used to make kind of commercial cold and flu drugs. So that's kind of a lesser known one There's not a lot of people who talk about or sell sweet gum ball.
I know.
But we happen to have a tree that we have access to that will drop them
in the fall.
Yep, and they're not sprayed with anything. They're in a nice place, so we can
conservation land.
Yeah.
They're in a nice place. Like it's
so we can collect.
Like you're telling a kid where their dog died.
Yeah.
He's in a nice place.
they're in a better place now.
These sweet gum balls are in a nice place.
But yeah, I think of that one, like I would take it almost as a replacement for like what I would use as like a Dayquil back in the day. So it's a little bit different than the Mullen, but I use both of them when I'm not feeling well.
Lemon balm?
Lemon balm is good for the nerves. So it's helpful for some people with anxiety. Enjoy taking lemon balm. But yeah, it's to help calm you down. Is the main purpose of it.
Sleep, relaxation. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like bedtime vibes.
Yep.
I have another one coming actually. It's called Linden, Linden.
I think something like that. Yeah.
That one's coming
Linden or
soon.
Lindell? No, Lindell's different.
Yeah, Mike Lindell.
Yeah.
No, Linden. I'm gonna pick those blossoms from the farm where I actually get the beef liver.
Yeah.
They don't spray, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
And there's a specific name for it, but it's help calm nerves.
Yeah, it's very
Actual
similar.
nerves.
It's very similar to lemon balm,
Yeah.
in that anxiety reducing way.
Yeah, but I think it's stronger.
Yeah, it's more like a sedative.
Yep, it's a mild sedative.
Okay, goldenrod flower.
Goldenrod. I actually forget what goldenrod is, but it's. I do know it's good for the kidneys. It's often used for like a natural remedy for urinary tracts, so like urinary tract infections or yeast infections or things like that. People will use it for that, but I take it because it's good kidney support.
You're really good at this.
Thank you.
And milk thistle.
Milk thistle. I don't got it. I don't take it, so it's not in my head.
Liver.
Okay. Yep.
It's supportive of the liver, especially if you're detoxing or if you're doing castor oil packs.
Yes.
It's like liver.
Natural liver support. That's awesome.
Lively liver.
Lively liver.
It's also good for your liver.
It's also good for your liver. It's a good source of copper, which Roundup chelates copper from our soil, so we no longer have copper in our soil, which means it's not getting into our plants, which means we have like historically low copper levels.
That's why my hair's gray.
Yeah, so having copper is good, and we really only get it from things like liver. But it's also called nature's multivitamin. So we don't take any multivitamins, but we take this.
I'll be so curious too, you guys that are getting, anybody that orders Lively Liver between now and probably forever, you're gonna get it freeze dried. So I'll be curious to see.
Yeah, it's more potent, for sure.
It's so different. I know you can't tell online, but
yeah, it preserves better.
It definitely
more of the nutritional content.
Hey, I have more tinctures too.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, this is a big one.
Yeah, I don't know if they're all down here. I don't think so.
No, I have them in big form.
Danny says that one sounds awesome, Lyndon. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody have it. White pine.
White pine is also a very high source of shikimic acid.
This is our bottle. You would get a small bottle.
So all of the truthers back in the day when all of the 2020 stuff was happening, they were all talking about shikimic acid. That's when David Avocado Wolf was talking about it a lot, all of his talks and all that. And they were recommending doing white pine tea. And it's very specifically the white pine. There are a bunch of different types of pines. So you want to look up what a white pine looks like and how to identify it. But it's not the deep green. If you see it next to other trees, it's a lighter color. And that one specifically is one safe for human consumption, but it makes a great tea.
And it's very high in vitamin C as well.
Yeah.
It's higher in vitamin C in the winter when we need more vitamin C. The tree produces more vitamin C for us. David drank a ton of pine needles this winter.
Yeah.
Pine needles and white pine tea. More so than taking the tincture. Obviously, our tincture bottle is still pretty full.
Yeah.
Another giant bottle, dandelion flower. I got these last year from the farm, where I also get the beef liver and the suet for the tallow.
Yeah, they don't spray, so it's a nice place to get things from. It's a nice place.
It's a nice place. What do you want to tell us about?
You know, I forget dandelion flower. I know it's good for allergies, but I can't remember what the other ones are for. What have you read
It's
in the
also good for laryngitis, because I looked it up for neighbor.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't say that on the side. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
what did we... Oh, detoxing. Detoxing. That's funny. Yeah, I do know it's great for allergies.
Yeah, and laryngitis is what I read in one
That's
of my.
funny.
Cause
Yeah, all of these herbal remedies have kind of like cross benefits.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah,
I know
when you look them
because
up, it's hard to zero them in.
dandelion is also it's allergies, laryngitis, and I think it's also like yellow, like gut yellow, like this area, the
Mhm.
yellow chakra, if you will. And then I also have elderberry, but I don't have a pretty label for it. This is our elderberry, which I haven't used. I haven't felt called to elderberry.
Yeah.
But I harvested those as well.
Yeah, I mean, elderberry was going around for a while. There was a big elderberry craze, and it was just for boosting natural immunity.
Mm-hmm.
There were elderberry cough drops, elderberry
Oh yeah,
syrups,
elderberry everything.
for at least a little while. It probably still is like that
in the fall.
in like the flu and cold aisle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's very cool.
That's our stash, guys.
Okay, so yeah, dandelion is a well-known digestive herb, and a few drops can be taken before meals to prevent gas and after meals for heartburn. It's also known as a cleansing herb that helps support healthy liver and kidney function. The same cleansing action is used as a blood purifier that can help reduce blood cholesterol. That's funny. Oh yes, and a gentle diuretic.
Mm-hmm.
It's used as a treatment for UTIs and water retention.
Yes.
Yep.
Bladder.
Yep.
Yellow pea. And then this, you wouldn't know, but this is from the Dollar Tree. And then this is a little squirter top. And this is apple cider vinegar that I use as a face wash.
That we made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Made this.
We made the vinegar.
It's not Bragg's. It's not Bill Gates or Katy Perry or whoever the heck. Whoever the heck it is. It's not that.
Well, that's very cool.
So yeah, so I'll rinse my face with this and then use my tallow after. Cleanse my face, I should say.
Oh, Danny says, I loved the white pine. That tasted so good.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I just have a couple more white pine left. Maybe. I think I only
Do you
had
have one out? That's ours?
the giant thing of it.
Oh,
is
yeah.
I think I have maybe 2 left. I only made 5.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have many. It was just a test. Because we normally did the white pine tea for ourselves.
David's a big tea drinker.
I am sometimes, but it's been hot lately, so now I wear pink shorts and don't drink tea.
But this is
Lots of ice cubes.
It's pretty cool to have this whole line. It's like kind of crazy to see it all together.
Yeah. Yeah, you've done good.
Yeah. It's weird. It's just kind of happened.
Yeah. It's all very pretty, too.
Through time. Yeah, I know. I love it.
I love that lively liver bottle.
That's all you.
And these are cool, too.
David's designs.
We didn't used to put the sticker on here, but we had extra. And then we recently changed the logo to WHBM in a different font. So Miriam wanted to get rid of the stickers, so she started putting them on the back. But originally they were just blank.
It's true.
And then the backside had the label.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to get rid of the stickers, so I started putting them on the mailers.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then, as I
Oh,
said,
yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe this
before.
was always like this.
Yeah, this was always the look.
That's
That's
funny.
off-centered. That's how you know it's made at home. So then what I'll do when you order, actually, you know what? I didn't heat seal the last 2 that just went out, but I heat seal these before they go out.
Mm-hmm.
Because just in case someone orders a glass bottle, I can just empty one of these bags and pour it in.
That's very cool.
And that is the process of how it is done here
All right, y'all.
at the TCP HQ.
I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's kind of random, but
I know, this was fun.
what we would have done anyway. I tried to get David to join on Instagram, and he wouldn't, but as soon as we get on YouTube and start talking about lockpicking, he's in. Want to see what I have? Want to see my new tools? Want to see
Yeah.
how fast I can do it?
My little sister vibes.
Yeah. David and his little sister man.
Hey, so I know that you're doing your live, but I wanted to show the people something real quick. So lately I've been picking locks. And I started a lock picking channel called Sherlock Picking, which is funny because it's Sherlock, but also lock picking. So that was my presentation. Thank you, everyone. I'll take my round of applause and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Back to boring liver packing.
Oh, this was cool.
It was good. It was nice. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of basic. I don't know. It was more fun on YouTube. I feel like it's easier to consume content on YouTube. You can just have it on in the background. Instagram, you have to like sit perfectly still and you can't move.
I know.
You can't do anything. Oh wait, I do want to show one other thing.
Miriam has one more item in her show and tell.
I know. Wait, well, okay, an Aldi find, but they sold out at Aldi.
Hair clip.
And I found it at TJ Maxx. How cute is that?
The same ones?
It was blue. But this is green.
Or they were similar? Or
Very similar. Like felt the same. Feel them. They're like really smooth.
Yeah. I can see.
Those. And then I'm getting my hair cut next Wednesday. So I got smaller ones. Because this works for now, but not for long. Because I'm going to go short.
Cool.
Shorty. But yeah, and then it came in like a 6-pack, so it's a little aggressive on the small clips, but
It's alright.
I just think they're cute.
They're cute.
I don't know. That was my other show and tell. Oh, I feel a little stressed about tomorrow. About going up to visit my mom and bringing the neighbor, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's like a lot of driving and a lot of peopling.
I know.
Oh, you know what else we should show you? Just so you know. This is skin tone Band-Aids.
Yeah, I cut my finger the other day. I was like, you got a Band-Aid? I was bleeding all over the place. She's like, ooh, yeah, I only have these ones. It's like, all right. And I was going to work on our neighbor's home, and they're a black family. And I was like, this is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. It's just a casual brown skin tone Band-Aid.
Hey, I love them.
From Dollar Tree. They're actually great Band-Aids.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
$1.25. You can't beat it. I wanted them when they first came out in 2020.
Oh yeah, because they were so funny.
But they were so expensive.
Yeah.
And now they're a Dollar Tree.
That's true.
That's how
That's true. The more you know.
you go woke, you go broke. Something like that, right?
Yeah, everything that's woke turns to shit.
No, but they are good Band-Aids. And I'm kind of offended they don't make a lighter skin tone. You know? Why so dark? I know, you're not supposed to say that.
24-hour hold, debatable.
Well, how's your finger now?
I mean, I got another little nick on it today. But yeah, I just sliced the crap out of my finger the other day.
Slice it.
Yeah, I was changing our. Let's bring my finger into focus. There we go. All right. I was changing our valve in our shower. I took apart our shower because it wasn't sitting properly.
This is stuff you didn't know how to do before.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the Simmons Temptrol valve. It's one of the most common ones. It's one of those ones where you turn it, you know, where you turn that knob in the middle, and then there's that little switch on the bottom that goes like this and turns it from tub to shower. All of them are the exact same parts on the inside. And ours, we had a leaky shark bite valve that I put in a couple years ago. And I put it in kind of jagged and crammed it in there. I didn't know what I was doing, so I fixed it.
Oh, you know what else I can show you guys? That rag's clean, even though it looks dirty. It's like dark. this is more of an alone time thing, but I'll show you. I mean, this is more like Ben on Reddit.
Yeah. Oh, this is an alone time thing, but I'll show you real quick. Speaking of alone time things, there was this guy on Twitch recently, this week, that was streaming, and he didn't know he was streaming, and then it was just up on the Fortnite screen, and he started masturbating. He was live on stream, and he was in that, like, you know, that top corner view, and he was just laying in bed with his pants around his ankles, just masturbating, holding his phone. I was like, oh my god, it's mortifying.
Yeah, no, thank you. Well, anyway,
So
I was
Ben,
gonna,
you gotta watch
I was-
make sure your OBS is off when you're going on Reddit.
wait, the battery thing is, you know, it can't.
It's okay.
See.
It's still.
Yeah, but it's
still
not
going.
showing.
It's just not showing your view, right?
Hi, Molly. Molly, come here.
Mm.
There. Ah. I was gonna do my nails this color. I also have a link for that too, Sarah Gruber, if you want one. These are for neighbor Sue. I was gonna try to get her. She said she likes pink, so I got some like light pink ones.
Oh, you know where they have a whole nail kit? It said it was like 180 pieces.
Where?
Was Ocean State Job Lot.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't want to go in, but they had a bunch of.
Press-ons?
It was like a big nail kit.
Or this,
those.
stickers?
Yeah,
Oh, we should go.
yeah. I think they were.
Those are fun.
Really cheap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it was $3.
For all?
I
What?
think so. I could be wrong.
These
I
are
just saw it in
sparkly.
passing.
These are sparkly, but similar vibe. So I thought Sue might like
Here, put
those.
these here so there's something in frame.
Wait, put them where?
Just the
Just
pile.
spread 'em out.
Just, yeah.
These. I don't know. There's a
There you go.
zillion. These are daisies, but they're clear. Christmassy ones. Sarah Petruno sent me some of these. I don't know which ones. These she definitely sent me. Because who else writes on their nails? She's organized like that. These are Dollar Tree ones. These little guys are Dollar Tree ones. These are kind of Eastery. Springtime vibes. They sent me these for free.
Those have writing on them?
Which?
Those, what's the design?
Like little flowers and butterflies.
Oh, you gotta pull away a little bit. There you go. Huh.
These are kind of fall.
Yeah.
Folly. These I used, and then, I don't know, I usually throw them away. I don't know why I have these. I'll throw them away. Because I don't want to be a nail hoarder, you know? It's like my worst nightmare. But I do love these. So I did hoard these. And then these, so I usually just use the whole thing up. Like, you know, you put the thumb on. And then that's it. I don't save the other part. But for this particular manicure, I did. So you can actually get 2 manicures out of each side. I mean, like 2 hands. You can get,
Yeah.
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 And then David encouraged me to get this for when I'm painting. Put the
Yeah, you put your nail polish,
polish
in there.
in there.
That's pretty clever. Does it work?
That's fine, yeah. So this is my alone time activity. It's a little different than Ben's, but, you know, whatever. To each his own.
Yeah.
You're the boss of you. But that's another, I mean, I think it might be nice to watch, honestly. I'd totally watch someone do their nails.
For a future show and tell, I want to see the shoes pile.
Oh.
I don't want to go through the shoes pile.
That sounds like my worst nightmare. Who suggested that? Sarah
Danny.
Gruber? Oh, Danny. Danny, what's wrong with you? You do not want to go through the shoes.
Well,
Oh,
don't
I mean, just for yourself?
yeah.
Oh. Oh, I'd be down to do that.
Tell us your size, and then we can maybe pull out some. This isn't going to be for a while, but maybe we can
Oh,
do
I
that
mean,
at some
I don't
point.
know. I'm like, oh, well, let's just do it right now.
If you want to. I'm not going to do it.
Will you bring them down?
No.
Are they just in a bag?
No, we have like 3 layers of shoes. There's that big organizer that we used in the back of our trunk
Yeah.
for a while. That's full. And then on top of it is another bag, and on next to that is another bag, and then there's another bag on top of it. We have 3 layers of shoes. The
You
entire
just
back
said
is all
four.
shoes.
You just said 4 layers when you described.
There's 3 layers because 2 backs are next to each other.
Okay. Hmm.
But we have a lot of shoes.
Okay, what's your shoe size, Danny? I'll bring down 1 bag.
7-ish, I think. She says, yeah, for me, I want to see the fries.
Yeah, I know. Let me get them. Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, oh, well, I'll just at least get the fries.
Oh, just grab the fries.
It's gonna take me a minute, so David, you'll have to do a dance and a song.
I don't want to entertain.
But I will. You can pick locks for them.
Let's see. Welcome back, everyone, to Sherlock Picker. Today we're going to be picking the same lock we picked earlier with a 40 thousandths bottom of the keyway tension wrench. And we're going to go with a 25 thousandths short hook. Actually, let me rake this open and I'll show you what it does. It's pretty cool. 5-pin. This is a 5-pin rake. Let's see if I can put tension on it and then show you still. I might not be able to. Okay. All this is basically just a random attack. So you're trying to get all the key pins lined up, and I can see that they're not lining up. There's one. Oh, and there we go. And we got it open. This is a front door lock, by the way. Very common front door lock. This is a quick set, and most front door locks open that easily, unfortunately.
I just brought them all down. I'll just do a shoe show.
Danny says, you sound so stressed about the shoes, but chill about the nails, LOL.
Who, me?
I don't know, yeah.
Oh, because you'll see why.
Well, we don't list them.
We haven't listed a single shoe, and they like need to be cleaned and attended to. Doing nails is easy. That's for me.
Okay, here's a quick little lesson. So here's the cutaway lock. When you're picking, you want to get this, let's see if I can get it to focus and get some light on it. There's 2 pins in here, and you want to get this pin just high enough to, basically this line right here is what you're going for. But if you get it too high, you end up pushing it past, and you can actually overset this. I don't know if you can see, let's see. You can get this overset. So now this pin is way up in here. And now even if I pick all of these perfectly, this isn't gonna work. So you have to kind of pull off tension and you get it to drop back. And then you basically have to start over. But that's why when you can't see, it's actually quite a bit more difficult. You gotta go through and get them all to the right height. So anyway, that was my lesson for today about overset pins and the 5-pin states. I only talked about one. Thanks for tuning in. This was Sherlock Picker.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just. What do you say? What do you say?
Wait, you're gonna run through all of the shoes right now?
Birkenstocks.
Oh, those are nice.
I know. I wish they fit me. They're like a smidge too small.
They're like a 7, yeah?
Yeah. They're a 38.
38.
Yeah, I'm more like a 41.
Oh yeah, they're like a 7.5, 8 maybe.
Yeah, they might be an 8. They're really cute. I just yeah, Birkenstocks. I don't know, just like that's the look. I did just get my pigs
That's
done.
funny.
Okay.
Wait, are you gonna go through all of the shoes?
We have these. These are one pair of fries, Danny. I don't know. I'm gonna go as far as I go.
Alright.
Oh, the volume, or, hold on, this thing's being weird. Can you see them? I can't see what you can see because the thing's all blocked, but hopefully. See, I think these are so adorable. I did wear them for like a hot second, but they're an 8.5. My feet have grown so much since wearing barefoot. But these are like so, I don't know, like preppy 80s. Love them.
She says, yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the other pair of fry boots that we have. The soles are pretty worn on them.
Oh god, those are nice.
Yeah, these are really nice. Let's see what size these are.
What?
Standing so close to me.
Because I'm looking.
Well, why don't you grab the other one and look?
Because it's in frame.
Oh my god. I can't tell. David's like, you're gonna do all the shoes? And then he couldn't be standing closer to me.
Let's see, I'll grab it.
Yeah, you can. Oh, down. It's down, down. Oh, these are 8s. Made in Mexico.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you see?
Oh, these might fit you, Danny.
8B.
I normally go up in boots. I don't know if that's the same in women's.
But the bottoms are like,
Yeah, a little warm, but that's not bad.
but the heel's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, it's mostly just the front.
But yeah, they're cute.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the fries. What else who else is here? What do you want? You want winter boots? You want, check these out. These are cute. I love these. These are also Birkenstocks. These are friggin' awesome. These are 36. I can't put my pig in there. Great
Those are
shape.
cool. 36. Let's see what the European sizes are.
I will sell for a good price. I need to go live on a bigger platform. Crocs.
Okay, so a 7 is a 37, 38. What are those?
I don't know why that's
36?
47 on it.
36 is a 6.
Okay, so these are a size 6. These 38 is what?
38 is a 7.5. It's between 7 and 8.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then these are Crocs. These are a men's size 6, women's size 8. Again, I would totally wear them.
Yeah, but they're too small for
Too
you.
small.
I can tell.
I know. Ugh. I was obsessed with Crocs.
Oh, yeah.
2007 was my Crocs era. What else? There's so many, guys. It's like, it's embarrassing. These are Echoes. Echoes, men's boots.
Size 41.
Are they?
That's what it says on the bottom this way.
Oh, yeah, 41. Brand spanking new. Like, never been
And
worn.
a 41 is a 10.5.
10.5.
Those are cool. Alright, well, do your thing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what my thing is.
Oh, I just don't want to pull out all the shoes right now. But if you want to, you're welcome to.
Here's some more Crocs. 10 women, 12 women, 10 men. Ooh. Almost knocked you over. Almost lost you. I don't know, guys. What are these? Saucony sneakers? You need sneakers? This is a good brand, Saucony. Good treads. Right, is that it? Versafoam. Let's see, what size is this? Yeah, Saucony. Women's 8. Cute color. It's crazy how big my feet have gotten. Because I would totally, I mean, I pick up things that I like, even though you're supposed to pick up what sells. These are Merrell's. Merrell winter boots, I know. Not really the season. Oh, you're talking. Hold on. What did you say? Yeah, those are great. I used to be a 6.5 for high heels, but then my feet got bigger, so I think 7.5 now. Yeah, girl. I know. I just got flip-flops from Old Navy, and they're size 10. I'm like, oh god, this is kind of horrific. How am I size 10? But these are pretty cute. Merrell's. Obviously used. I like this. I think this is cute. Cute little detail. How much are they? I mean, not how much. Well, I don't know. You pay me whatever you want. I don't fucking care. We can just get rid of all these shoes. David's worst nightmare is having me price stuff. So I'm like, whatever. 8.5. These are an 8.5. Merrell's. These are a sought after item. Bean boots. Yep. Those are a good find. Let's see, what size are they? They're pretty big. They are made in the USA. Size what? Let's see. Maybe I can see it. Oh, 8. I wonder if it must be an 8 in men's, right? I mean, these are kind of big. These seem big. That's interesting. A men's 8, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. These are pretty big. I feel like I'm in a mood where it's like 20 plus shipping. That seems about right. I don't know. I thought these are cool. Houndstooth Converse. These are awesome. They are size 6.5. I thought these were so cool. And they're customized. Oh god, with your favorite initials, LMB. It's almost like BLM. They're cool. That part doesn't even, I don't know, it obviously didn't even faze me. I picked them up anyway. What are these? Oh, Sorels. I know we're not in winter boot season, but I do have some Sorels. See, this is why we haven't done shoes, because it's such a pain in the ass to like list and clean and picture. These are actually really nice. Do I want these? Why have I not paid attention to these? Oh, these are a 8, a women's 8. They'd probably be a little tight on me, honestly. Still got your fries there, Danny. That's what we got for fries. These are the Sorels. How's the tread? Not bad. Seems fine. Heel seems good. You know, no like weird step or anything. They're very like heavy. Oh, David picked these up. These we thought were so awesome. These are Timberland, right? No, Polo. They're Polo boots. They're super cool with the buckle. And the stitching on the toe. I don't know, they're just cool. And like hardly anywhere. Let's see, what size are these? This is literally not the platform you do this shit on, but here we are. Oh my god. They like smell like the they smell good. This person wore cologne. Let's see. Leather upper, canvas, made in China. They're called Ranger. Oh, 11. They're size 11. They're pretty cool. Those he would probably not let me sell for 20. That would be like, I think those are 60-ish. Those Sorels are beautiful, classic. Yeah, I know, those Sorels are really nice. I don't know where we got them. Here's these like Old Navy flats. Nothing too crazy. 2 pairs. I'd bundle them. $10. Oh, these are cute too. These Uggs. I like these a lot actually. They're too small for me, but they're like sweater Uggs. I cannot remember what size they are. I remember looking them up. I had the hell of a time finding it because these are not, I think these are a UK or like Australia, like even the size, like something about, I remember something about it. I couldn't even find it in the States when I was looking this style up. Hey, Mom, come here. Come here. Guess I'll keep going. This is horrifying. This is what makes me feel like a hoarder. Okay, so this is a men's 11. These are Allbirds. See, and these will all sell on eBay. I mean, but they need to be cleaned, right? Like that, and I don't know, they just need to be cleaned. And like tied, and there's just a thing. You just have to do a thing. And I just haven't wanted to do the thing. Allbirds, size 11, men's. Oh, I have another Old Navy flat. These are Vibram Merrills. These are pretty big. Size 13. Men's. I can't even get it in frame. Gigandos. David's a 14, if you can believe it. They're pretty nice. Oh, 8.5. I don't know if these would work for you, Danny. Heels. They're pretty cute. Dream pairs? I don't know. They're cute. What are these? Oh yeah, this is a UK brand. Gellert. Yeah, David, I think we were both drawn to them at the store. We were like, what is this? Yeah, what size is it? Size 6 US. Teeny tiny princess pigs. These are kind of cool. Just different, you know? These are Vibram. Hi, Mom. Vibram Arrow? I don't know what brand this is. But they have the Vibram marking on them. See, they all just need to be cleaned. That's the annoying thing. It's just so much work. And these Uggs too. It's hard to pass up Uggs. But see, it's like, oh, it just needs so much work in order to like actually sell them, you know, and to get the water stains out. And it's less likely that people will take them as is, you know. Here's some Echo, like ballet flat type slip shoes. Size 40. What else? Oh, we have another pair of Sorel. Oh, quite a few actually. Oh. Alright. I'll do one more bag and then that'll be it. These I think are, what are these, like blowfish? I thought these were interesting. Here, maybe move stuff around. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. These. Let me see. They have a zipper on the side. Oh yeah, it is Blowfish. That's the name of the brand. I don't know if it's just like a generic brand, but I thought they were interesting. Just flat. Nothing too exciting, but different. They stood out as like, ooh, that's different. I honestly feel like we should just sell these to our thrift lady that has a shop. These are Cole Haans. Those are pretty nice. Very minimal wear. What size? 8.5. Oh, this I just thought was cool. It's in our shoe bag. It's a American Airlines like passport. I think it's actually, it belongs to the flight attendants from like back in the day. It's just a little satchel. It's kind of cute. Old, probably like 70s. Rocket Dog. Princess Pigs. I don't know what size this is. Small. Very small feet. These are Adams. I can't believe there's 7 people watching right now. You're watching me do this. I have more interesting things. Oh, you left. I have more interesting things to talk about. Believe it or not. These are a men's 7, a women's 8.5. Different, huh? I'd never heard of this brand, but David picked it up and then I picked it up too, but I put it back and then he ended up looking it up and they tend to do well on eBay. Adams. Little baby Crocs. How cute are those? Itty bitties. See, you can match. Look. Oh, here's a little black purse. God, we have shit everywhere, guys. We become hoarders. If it's not listed on eBay, I feel like I'm a hoarder. This is a Ralph Lauren, just little purse. All the ones you have are in great condition. I'm a 14. Oh, you're 14, 15. I see. I didn't know you were watching, David. These. What are these? Molly, come here. Mom, come here. I don't know. Something Kaiser. Pointy. They're very witchy. Witchy. These. Why did we get these? Magamini. Oh, made in Spain. These are actually really nice. They remind me of like bowling shoes. Leather. Yeah, they're nice. I mean, they could use some love up here. There's just, it seems to be more flaws with shoes than there is with selling clothes on eBay. Selling clothes and like hard goods is so easy compared to shoes. We just haven't dived in. Oh, I love these. Cole Haan. They're just Oxford. Like blue suede Oxford. Oh, the tones are just, I just love them. I think they're awesome. Danny, would you wear something like this? These are an 8, made in India. Yeah, Molly, come here. Here's the bottoms. Those are cute. I thought these were cute too. These are more like hippie vibes, but come here. You're gonna talk, but you're not gonna come over here? Come on, I'll feed you dinner. These are the hippie vibe ones. Earth origin. I hear ya. I hear ya. All right, maybe 5 more left. These are also Uggs. Ugg slippers. What size are they? 6. The person only wore them in the house. There's like no tread. These are Merrell's. There's a sticker on here. Merrell Select Grip. Boots. Merrell's. I don't know, those are in really good shape. What size are they? Women, 8.5. Women's. Warm, insulated, faux fur. All right. These are 9s. Wait, why don't I keep these for myself? These are Uggs. I love wearing Uggs. But they need to be cleaned. They're size 9. They're so fluffy on the inside though. They're not like raggedy, which that's the upside. But the downside is the toe. And I don't know, what's this? This is like, okay, I think I took the insoles out of these. But these are like big, honkin', chunky Sorels. Look how chunky these are. Scoot you back. And then this is the insert right here. I think I was gonna wash it or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't put it back in. And I don't know what size is this? This is a 8. Women's 8. These are so like heavy, or maybe it's a men's 8. I don't know. These are pretty heavy duty. Caribou. And then we have this Sorel, which is cute. Waterproof. Oh, waterproof. Yeah, I'm just reading. Okay, waterproof Sorel. This one is a size 8. Oh, so this is a women's. Maybe that other one was a men's. Yeah, just a nice boot. You know, just a nice boot. And that's all the shoes. The only other one I didn't show you is this one, and it's just because it's an Old Navy. It goes with the other Old Navy ones. It's not very exciting. But if there's anything you want, just message me, leave a comment, let me know. Oh, I didn't show you this one either. I picked these up for someone last winter that I thought might like them. But she didn't. I don't know. I feel like they might be like Walmart brand. I don't think they're anything too exciting, but they're in great shape. I honestly don't even know if they've ever been worn. I think that's just schmutz, but nothing real. Maybe worn once, I don't know. But they're so soft on the inside. And these are a size 9. Size 9 women's boots. That is it, and I've showed you everything. Oh, that wasn't so bad. But this is where I should do like a WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp. What's that store called? I forget what it's called. Oh my god, what's it called? Whatnot. That's where I feel like I should do Whatnot. You're welcome. You're welcome. What did you say? The last pair I bought was a 7 and they fit with Sin socks. 7.5. Danny, you're trying to figure out your shoe size. I feel like you're trying to think it through. I don't know. You just have to tell me. Just yes or no. Whether you like these or don't like them. You want them or don't want them. And if they don't work out, you can always consign them. You know. But yeah. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to put all these shoes away. But if anybody wants anything at any point, I just want to get rid of all of them. It's a bit much. And I have some Vera Bradley bags over there too, which also need to be washed. Because you just want it to be in nice shape. Maybe I'll do a Whatnot show. And just start everything at like $1. Not everything. I'm thinking it through. I'm like, maybe not. I don't know. That's usually what they start stuff as. Off at. Oh, I'm tired. I have to go to bed. Okay, good night. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Yes, I'm sure I want to end this live.